Oh, hey, didn't see you there. What's up, bros and broads? Fudge here. About to listen to episode 66 of the hashtag shotsforlikes podcast. I feel a little shitty, so bear with me. But first and foremost, real quick, before we get into the ads of our fellow friends, I just want to give like another apology about the morning after pills and how they'll be taking a break for a bit. If you guys are, fucking Joe texted me, our guest tonight, you figure you here. Yes, I'm here, Joe. Yes, are you? God damn, the guest always comes at the wrong time. But yeah, we just want to, basically, I want to give a quick explanation of what's going on. Really, it's just, I know we bust Keith's balls all the time, or I do anyways, about work and shit, but his work schedule has gotten super hectic. And, since my daughter's been born and my girlfriend got a new job and shit, shit's been so crazy that like every single week fighting to do the morning after pill has just been super difficult. And the fact that, I'd have to get a babysitter every time, and Keith's always fucking working doubles left and right, and, was going to work early the next day and all kinds of crazy shit. It's just, instead of putting out a shit product or risk missing them every now and then, which for the first time ever happened a few weeks ago, we just figured, just put a hold on them for a bit, and some other things can work out hopefully soon enough to where we'll just be fucking back at it again and back and better than ever. And you'll hardly forget we were even gone. But let me go get Joe, because I think he's here, and then I will do the ads and we'll start this episode, motherfuckers. Let's do it.
Do that.
All right. We're back. I'm going to read some ads. Joe's here, and Keith's going to be up in a sec. He's fucking feeding this guy or walking the goddamn dog.
How close should I keep this?
Usually right up to your mouth, like an inch or two away, and just talk normal.
All right.
And that should be fine. But just, stop interrupting me during the ads there, bud. Gotta read the ads.
No problem.
It's not like there's any bills to pay because they're just friends. We don't have anybody that pays us money for anything. So, do you guys like to drink? What the fuck am I saying? Of course you like to drink. But do you like to watch other people drink, like fat, bold guys and pirates? Well, then we have your Monday nights covered. Tune in at 9:30 p.m. on Monday night to twitch.tv/CapandCluggy for the Cap and Cluggy's Drunk Show, and watch these two drink excessive amounts of alcohol, discuss fucked up things, and even get a few prank calls in once the liquor takes full effect. The Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show is sure to get you amped up to get your week started. Twitch.tv/CapandCluggy. Monday nights at 9:30 p.m. Be there, shave your ball hair, and we will get a message going from our West Coast buddy, Herman James.
Hi, I'm Herman, the host of The Rant with Herman James and Friends, a weekly comedy podcast based on current events and the everyday life and all the horse shit that we all deal with on a regular basis. Find us on every available podcast network, as well as HermanJames.com and the No Phony Network, NoPhonyNetwork.com.
No Phony Network. What's the next one I'm reading? I'll read MOF, those cunts. The hashtag shotsforlikes podcast is brought to you by Madden Online Football for the PlayStation 4. Are you looking for an organized online Madden league that plays like the real NFL? Are you, Joe?
No.
No, he's not. You hear that? Nobody wants to join your league, Jeff, you dick. Then look no further, fella. You found me. The MOF is currently in its 48th season, using Madden 2019 for the PlayStation 4. The league has been around since 2003, has a ton of features like radio shows, highlight reels on YouTube, weekly power rankings, weekly game predictions, yearly awards, and single game and season records that have stood for years. You can check out the league website at www.mofleagues.com. Follow them on Twitter at MOFPS4. Follow them on YouTube at MOF Commissioner. Follow them on Facebook at Madden Online Football. If it's in the game, it's in Manti Te'o's girlfriend's ass. And then we will play the ad for You Watch, I Listen, because those guys are cunts. And then we will start this episode.
Hi, this is Dan.
And this is Taylor.
And we are Dan and Taylor of the You Watch, I Listen podcast. The movies you need to see.
The albums you need to hear.
And the bullshit nonsense banter you never knew you needed. Join us each week as we break down movies,
music,
and every other thing you needed to know from the world of movies, music, video games, politically correct culture, and everything else in between. Visit us at youwatchilisten.com.
And follow us on all forms of social media, as well as on we're on Apple, iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're everywhere we need to be.
And you can find us again at youwatchilisten.com, Facebook, Twitter. Join us, join the laughs, and join the bullshit.
Hear that? Join the bullshit. Just so you know, Dan, your ad just abruptly ends, asshole. You gotta fucking fix that, man. Just send me something that just stops. At least let it fade out. Play the fucking theme song.
Mic check. Fudge and Finn. Shots for likes.
I made this.
Really?
Shots for likes.
You can bring the mic up to you, letting it play.
That's right. Sorry.
Be sure to listen.
I heard it before. I've heard it before.
That's true. Think I maybe should have cleaned this shot glass before
You
using it.
might
or-
want to wash it up a little bit.
I normally do, but I've already hit record, so it's kind of too late. You
You're
know what I
sick
mean?
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's already too late. So, Joe, how are you, bud? By the way, do you not want us to mention your last name? A lot of people don't, surprisingly. Does it matter to you?
I don't really.
I'm not going to put it in the link just because I can't take it out later. I actually just recently had to do that for a buddy of mine. He was like, oh, just because it's like really like when you Google my name, it's the first thing that comes up. So I was like, okay, so if I put it, like if it's on like the name of the file itself, when I upload it, it gets stuck in the link like forever. But I fought with Libsyn about it. I was just like, hey, listen, like the guy really doesn't want it on there. Could you guys change it, please? And it's funny because they're like, oh, it's permalink or whatever, it's permanent, but this time we'll change. It's like, it's not permanent then.
Yeah,
like,
if you can change it, it's not permanent.
Yeah, like why? I don't get that. Like why say it's permanent when in all reality you guys can change it, and I appreciate you changing it, but like why can't I change that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
like or like at least why is it like such a whole fucking thing to do it? You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the big deal. Like some guy was trying to say, like the one dude was trying to say it was permanent. I was like, dude, there's no way you can't not change it. Like, don't give me. I was like, I have their second to highest plan, I think, for fucking, or I think I had their highest plan, but I think there's like something else you get. Point is, like, I spend good money on Libsyn, or we spend good money on Libsyn every single fucking month. So it's like, dude, we've been a great fucking customer of yours for the past like year and a half. Like,
Just change it.
yeah, that's, and I didn't have to be too much of a dick. Luckily, they're usually pretty good, so they did, but yeah.
I really don't care. I'm 42 at this point. I don't think I'm ever going to run for political office. I'm not sure if anyone gives a shit what I say, so I don't care.
You would not believe how often people are worried. People want to listen to it first. People want me to take shit out. I tell everybody at the very beginning, every single time, every single episode for the last like fucking 40 episodes, I'm like, here's the deal. You say something dumb, we're not live, man. Tell me to stop it right now.
Yeah, no.
I'll take it out right now, and then we'll hit record again. We'll laugh about it, and nobody will ever know what it is.
Did I ever tell you that I was naked on the Howard Stern show when I was 24?
You did. I didn't think you'd want to tell that story on here, but
I mean,
let's get right at. Well,
well, so I don't care. Anyway, the
Yeah.
reason why I'm saying that is I don't give a shit if anyone knows my last name. It doesn't matter.
that's true. You were technically.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I do want to wait until Keith's up here because I want him to hear that story because that's definitely a pretty good one. Because I don't know if I ever heard the whole story. Because
I mean, there's not really much of a story to it.
yeah,
I recently found somebody that I was, occasionally I go online and
you can bring the mic a little bit closer to you.
I go online and I search to see if anyone's
Hear how crisp that is when it's nice and
released
close.
the pictures. Yeah, I don't like my voice.
Well, it's okay. You get used to it.
Anyway,
Drink a little bit. It helps.
I found naked pictures of myself on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that easy? Like when you just type in Joe Curatole and
Nah,
that's
you don't search my name, and I'm not going to tell you what to search.
oh, that's not fun.
But I did copy some of the unedited or the photos where that's a young Joe Curatola in the Howard Stern
Oh my
studio.
god, dude! No fuck, dude, you're coming up at the perfect time, bro.
Yeah, no.
He was on the Howard Stern show, but I'll let him tell you the rest.
Wait, do we need shot glasses?
I'm good. Mine was stuck to my my coaster, but he said since I'm already sick, why let it matter?
Yeah, this shouldn't
just
matter.
go for it. So
If anything, it'll just kill whatever disease.
and get way worse, right? Maybe I'm making penicillin here on this little coaster. It's pretty fucking gross now that I think about it.
Just
That's
curious.
what they say, right? If
You
you,
gotta wonder how that happened. Somebody ate a moldy sandwich and they had a cold, and then they got better, and then they realized that it was the mold. Like, how did that come about?
think of a lot of shit that people to figure out.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't out of it because there's like usually so many examples you could think of.
Like, as far as
just
vaccines,
whether it be medicine or just tons of other shit. Like, how do you think somebody discovered fire, dude?
Blue cheese.
Yeah,
fire, blue cheese. It's fucking
blue
moldy
cheese.
shit.
Yeah, well, almost all cheese is technically mold, right? I think cheese is just technically mold.
About that.
But like, I think it's just certain. I don't know.
How aged it is.
I don't know why we're sitting here talking as if we fucking know. You talk like you don't love cheese, dog. You don't want to talk about cheese right now.
Just wondering what's going on.
You know you want to talk about cheese right now.
Mold, and then it went to cheese.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cheese better than mold.
Yeah.
But
Moldy
what we're
cheese
trying to
is
saying
good.
is that we're pretty sure that like cheese is technically mold.
I might
Because
get
the way
drunk
it's made.
now. I don't know.
If you need to, I can bring you home with me and you can crash there.
I can leave my car over there.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend won't get upset.
No. You'll be good. You'll sleep on the couch. The baby's been sleeping in her room in the crib, so you probably won't even have to deal with like super crying baby. You'll deal with.
I'll wake up and I'll take care of the baby. You guys can sleep.
Well, I'll wake up.
All right.
No, actually, I think it's her night, so it'd probably be her. Welcome. I'll call. I'll make sure I call her and warn her. But
we'll see what
she was
happens.
dressed when I left, so I
got
don't
a
see
lot of
there's
stuff
going to be
to do
any reason
tomorrow.
to.
Me, is it hot in here?
I'm surprisingly okay, but I also don't feel well, so the extra heat is probably
All right.
making me feel better.
All right.
Feeling warm. You're running around just working, man. You're probably toasty, you know?
Yeah, you just hammered down a taco.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I did hammer that fucking bad boy down, dude.
It's going to heat you up.
Puts a lot on you.
What's on that? I got the Gordita Crunch. There's a sauce on there.
It's called the Baja sauce, and it's besides the I know my shit when it comes to T-Bell.
Fat.
I know, I love it. I can't help it. It's so worth just being unhealthy and taking 20 years off
It
my
is a
life
good
every time
thing.
I do
mean,
something.
I definitely spent 10 years practicing.
Yeah. The jalapeno sauce that they put in the quesadillas is probably the only other sauce, in my opinion, that like rivals it. But like that Baja sauce, man, it's like the best thing about it, dude.
It was pretty good.
Oh, it's the fucking best, bro. That's why the cheese gordita crunch is my favorite taco. Although the steak quesarito is kind of like, I mean, if I'm just feeling fat enough.
Stuff on there, does it?
No, that might have that jalapeno sauce in there.
Yeah,
Did you see what they're trying to do? They're really experimenting with fries. They did something with chopped meat and jalapenos
Yesterday,
or something.
I don't know how I feel about fries from Taco Bell.
they're good. They're dope.
I haven't
Yeah, I'm sure they're good.
They're not like what you think. They like spice them up with like a cayenne fucking kind of Cajun thing.
They seasoned them.
Yeah, I get it, but that's not what I'm going to talk about for you.
I understand what you're saying, but I fucked with those steak fries, whatever they're called, right? They put pieces of steak in the jalapeno sauce and like some jalapenos on there and shit like that. It was awesome, dude.
Horse? Isn't it horse meat? Wasn't that like a thing?
I think grade D meat has some.
It's real low
amount of.
But I'm all about
meat.
I'm all about the steak quesarito anyway. I prefer the steak
I got
over.
two downstairs in my fridge.
Should have told me that. I'm gonna take a piss in a few minutes.
Well, one's the broad, so don't eat that one.
Well, whichever one I don't eat can just be here. I'm not gonna eat either of your quesadillas. That'd be pretty fucked. But
Let's do a shot, boys.
yeah, no, I hear you. I'm in.
Cheers. What? Dude, I'm sorry, dude. What's your name again?
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Yes, sir.
I can remember Joe. I think I can.
He'll really like it if you call him Joey Bag of Donuts.
Oh yeah,
So
that's my favorite fucking thing. Italian guy.
You probably get that a lot, huh?
Never heard it.
That sucks.
Salute, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
yeah, I'm not gonna reach any further. So it's
Thank you.
that's nice of you reaching. You didn't have to, but
So what's going on with Howard Stern? Good old Howie.
yeah, let's knock her out, man. Let's get into it because I don't think I've ever heard this full story really. Because I think there was other people when we were working at Lowe's together that you didn't really want to hear the story.
Well, yeah, I didn't want everybody at Lowe's to know that.
You told everybody else that other story, which is obviously up to you if you want to tell it or not.
I didn't tell everybody either.
You told a lot more.
I told like fucking 5 people. But I mean, you don't expect.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot more than 5 people at that fucking Butler store knew
anybody. You don't expect people to keep that a secret, obviously. And again, I could give a shit. I'm not running for political office. I don't understand people that have these major secrets of crazy
like, who
shit
gives
that
a
they
fuck?
did. Who gives a fuck
Like
what I did?
Like I was telling you right before he popped in, dude. Like you don't know how many fucking guests like it's and their episode isn't even bad. They don't even say anything bad, or it's not, and they're so like, oh, I'm like,
If you can't live through the crazy shit that you did and tell people, what's the point?
That's the point. You want to tell
Yeah.
everyone about it.
the fucking
Guess what?
point.
Look at how much of an asshole I was.
Yeah.
Fucking funny,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
So-
that's life. That's
Yeah.
funny. I hate those cunts that are like,
Yeah.
Cunts.
Yeah,
I hate them.
Cunty people. Yeah. So I don't know. I was like 23 or 24, and I'm living with the girl that I'm now divorcing. At the time, we're living in an apartment, and I was working in the city. I was a cable puller, and I did network infrastructure stuff, cable puller, right? So I'm running network lines all over the place, and
Pulling cables.
always listening to Stern all the fucking time. He was
This was before,
my fucking hero. It was
Satellite?
Oh yeah,
This was when he was on TV, when he was on just normal radio.
I think it was 2000, so it was like right after Jackie the Joke Man left.
Okay.
Like before Artie got there, it was like that awkward period. Actually, AJ Benza was there the day that I was there. So anyway, they're
How'd you get on?
So they're broadcasting that they're going to do this contest, call in. So I guess I got through because it was like a union job. So that meant that I spent the hours of 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. sitting in a car listening to Howard Stern before I started working while getting paid.
Right.
So I was just calling.
Great job.
Through. Yeah, I got through. And they're like, all right, show up in front of the building, and we're going to pick whoever we want to pick to come up. So I show up there, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show. There was this guy, Casey Armstrong. He comes down, and they do this random thing, and they pick a bunch of people they pick 5 people to go up, and I was one of them.
Nice.
Out of the crowd of however many people that were there. So basically, it was a get naked contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing. It's not like I just went up there.
So you knew they were picking like the fat dudes and the people that are like, that guy's got a small cock. Let's get him up.
It could have been. I don't know what the hell. Because there was one guy that kept yelling. His friend kept yelling he had a horse dick, and they didn't pick him. So
You wonder why?
yeah. So anyway, the night before.
No homo. I would have picked that guy. I'd be like, it's really that big, huh?
That. Yeah,
Get him up here. That's what we all want to see.
So the
Show
night
us
before-
first, and then we'll let you up.
Yeah, well,
No, but then you don't want to ruin the surprise, though. You know.
I'm surprised they didn't do that. So,
Now, do you know you had to get naked
oh yeah,
from the get-go?
yeah, from the start. We walked in a robe, naked. The picture I just showed you, I was in a robe in the studio.
It was pretty fun. My dad used to tape Howard Stern. He was a huge fan of it. So like every morning when I was going to school, he'd be watching it and stuff.
Did
and
they
now,
do that
I was
multiple
young.
times, this contest?
Oh yeah,
Because I feel like I remember seeing this on the show.
You might have seen it. Who knows? They've
Not
done it at
specifically
least
you, but
3
I just-
times.
So you
I
had a
think-
bunch of random dudes in robes brings
Yeah.
back a memory.
Yeah.
Why exactly were they making you get naked, or are we not there yet?
It was the most beautiful penis contest. That's what they called it.
Dude, what place you get, dude?
I think I was 2nd or 3rd. I didn't do that bad.
Nice.
That's right in the middle of the pack, dude.
Yeah, it was funny when I walked in. Howard started laughing immediately because he's like, I was the first guy to go out, and he's like, I know what he's thinking. Like he sees me, and he's like, look at you. You're 5'4". You're telling me you got like a huge cock, and I was like, no. When it's hard, it's all right. I just want to meet you guys.
Yeah, so, I'll get naked in front
I
of you,
just
dude.
want to fucking.
Doesn't he have like a 2-inch penis? What's his problem,
That's
dude?
what he says. But so anyway, I get picked. I go up there. I get naked. I run around the studio a little bit. I start dry humping Robin through the glass, like I'm like
That's
waving
awesome.
my cock around in front of Robin in the glass. And,
She was just laughing.
pretty much. Yeah. There were 2 penthouse pets there and a gay guy.
Nice.
And
Was the gay guy saying anything to you? Was he trying to get up in
I
your
don't
shit?
remember. It was so.
By the way, remind me to talk about the conversation I had with this bisexual dude when I was driving Lyft in Newark last night. Oh, you showing me a
24
picture?
years old. 24.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to interrupt you. We're going to get back real quick, but just remind me later because I pick up this. Like I said, he's bi because he was real specific about mentioning that. But he said he was getting phone calls from his boyfriend and then like his mom. And he was like, "You heard my whole life story," and I was like, "Something about you getting clients or something." I didn't really want to like. And then all of a sudden we just talked for like fucking 15 minutes straight. But go back.
He should have come. He should have come in.
We wouldn't get a word in edgewise, man. He talked a lot. Nice guy though. He's working very hard.
Hard guy. Yeah.
Well, when you have to fucking play for both teams, you're working hard.
He did.
Suck a little dick, double time.
He did.
Eat a little poon.
He specified. He's like, women aren't doing it for me right now because I don't want kids and I want to put a kid in them and I just can't be dealing with that right now. And I was like, dude, I hear you, man. I didn't mention having a kid, but because I didn't want him to be like, oh, well, sorry, or like have some like. Actually, I'll talk to people that I drive around, but I never mention having a kid ever because I don't know. Because I feel like it's like what every other cunt does, right? Oh, how are you doing? Oh, I'm great. I have a kid. You know, and then it's like, then they got to be like, oh, yeah, okay. Now you're just going to talk about your kid.
Yeah.
That's
what drunk single people, the last thing they want to hear about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
then they'll give you a poor review because you had to listen to you talk about your kid.
No, exactly. I always feel it out. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, how you doing tonight? And they just like won't respond. I'm like, then I'll shut the fuck up so you give me 5 stars so you don't fuck my shit up so I can keep driving.
Have you had anybody do that thing where I've seen videos where...
Cash cab?
Well, no, not cash cab, where they cancel the ride in the middle of the ride so they think they're going to get away with not paying for it.
Oh, is that a thing?
No, but
I've seen videos of Uber drivers getting into fights with people because they cancel the ride during the ride.
Like as they're getting in or something?
Yeah, and then, the driver gets the alert and he's like, why did you just cancel the ride?
Yeah.
And they're like, I didn't cancel the ride. And they're like, you're the only person that can cancel the ride. I just got an alert. You canceled the ride. You're trying to get a free ride.
Dude, Uber's so cheap.
Yeah, and they pull over and they're like, get the fuck out of the car. And then the person won't get out of the car. Then they call the cops or they get into a fight because it's some drunk bitch.
This is why you need a camera in your car, dude.
They all have cameras.
I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah,
I was driving around in Newark most of the night last night. So the last thing I'm going to do is question anybody. They just, something. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be, biased about it because most of the people... We're like pretty cool. They were pretty chill. One scumbag fucking just left a gum wrapper on my floor, and I'm fucking. When I went to go put my computer in my car,
wrapper or the gum?
A wrapper.
This is the big deal.
You're an asshole, and you leave your garbage all over fucking people's cars. So I don't want to hear from you. My car is fucking spotless, dude.
Well, and
I clean it. Well, no, I took it out, threw it on the ground. I clean my car once a week right before I drive just to make sure it's nice and clean and shit, because the ratings matter. Because if somebody wants to be a cunt and give you a bunch of shit ratings, like if you get shit ratings over and over, they'll actually like stop you or they'll fucking prevent you from using the app or whatever. And yeah, I gotta fucking make money. So and plus it's a newer car, so it's like it's a solid excuse to keep my car clean as well. You know what I mean?
Well, if you the better the rating you have, don't they throw more business your way if you have a higher rating?
I don't think so. It really has more to do with whether the person wants to make the decision to be like, oh, you have that low of a rating. But I mean, everybody will just usually give you a 5. Like I think I have like almost 50 rides on there right now. One person gave me a 4-star rating, which is weird because I've heard it's usually 5 or 1. So I don't know why somebody gave me 4. Like, he was pretty good, but I can't give him a perfect score. Like,
well, there are some people that just don't give out 5 stars.
Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, most people like.
What is that about?
I don't know. They're just contacts.
Can't give them the perfect 10,
I refuse. Well, nothing could be perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing could be perfect.
Well, that's how your video game ratings go. So, I mean, I could see it, but at the same time, everybody gets it, like, because you can rate the passengers too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've had some weird passengers already. I mean, my very first passenger was fucking just like this super, like 60 UIs, no license, and he's like having me on Lyft with like fucking 3 cases of beer and like $100 worth of groceries for the week, and you know what I mean? Like that was my first guy. I'm like, and he pops right up front in shotgun. I'm like,
that's a big dick move.
Yeah,
bold move.
You go in the back,
but
you gotta go in the back. You're being driven.
Yeah,
in the back.
But I'll give it to the guy because he told me to go to Dover. And like, and if I would have been wasting my time driving around in like Franklin and Vernon, I would have never made any money. Yeah. So him telling me to go to Dover, that was actually, I'm glad I picked up that weird hillbilly dude, and that he didn't,
that was
eat any of my organs.
That was a piece of advice he gave you, was to hang out in the Dover area.
Well, he mentioned he's like a lot of people because he's like, it's really hard for me to get rides because it was in Franklin. It was on my way. I think I was going towards the mall because it was my very first night doing it. And he just mentioned, he's like, a lot of people that pick me up, it's like they're usually around like Dover and Rockaway, whatever.
Well, you got the train there, coming home
in the
from
mall,
city. You got there's so many bars in Dover.
Yeah, no, it's it's like the area I like to hang around because it's still pretty rural, but it's still pretty busy. But lately, I get pulled into Morristown, which can kind of be a pain in the ass because it's really busy. I was pulled into Newark last night, but I made a lot of money like pretty quickly last night in Newark, just because it was just constant rides of like anywhere from like $4, $5, $6. But when you're driving everybody like a mile and a half, 2 miles, and it's.
Do you ever pick up any girls that you think are escorts? And
Not
you're
yet.
Driving them to a client?
Not yet.
No. I would imagine they Uber a lot.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
I think the weirdest thing is
Uber Eats. It's under the pussy section.
Yeah. Uber hooker.
The weirdest story I think I had was I told him about. I won't mention his name or go too much into it because I think he listens sometimes, so I don't like talk shit about him. But it was an old buddy from high school I picked up who was going through some gnarly times, and he was at the Willowbrook Mall, and I was driving him back to the heart of Patterson. So that story was fucked. But like I said, he's an old friend of mine, and I think he listens sometimes. So I don't want to sit here and talk shit about him or have people like start to try to guess who it is or some shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, some. It is nothing. I've never like feared for my life yet, or nothing weird.
You're not gonna fuck with the Uber guy. He's bringing you to where you gotta go.
I've seen some videos, man.
Well, I mean, the fucking asshole people that fuck with canceling the ride or they're drunk. I saw a video of some drunken asshole.
I picked up drunk people.
The steering wheel and.
I'm very willing to be able to look at like the nearest tree or telephone pole and strategically crash my car into that side of the car to hit that person. You know what I mean? So if that person is dumb enough to like be a weirdo, or if I think my life's in any type of danger, but he or she's also dumb enough to give me time to do that, then that person's probably not gonna have a good, because nobody ever puts their seatbelt on either. Like ever.
In the back?
Or in the front. Ever. Well, actually, no. I picked up one little Spanish dude yesterday, didn't speak a lick of English at all. He gets in the car, I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, trying to put the just looks at me because he can't speak English. He's trying to put the seatbelt down forever. And I was like, bud, you need the light? I'll turn the light on for you. And he like looks at me and he looks at the light and he's like, still trying to put the seatbelt down and everything.
Baby.
Yeah, but that wasn't in Dover, but I hear you. That was like around the outskirts of like East Orange, Newark. Finally I got out of there. Luckily,
you need a camera, bro. Really though.
Yeah, you should get one.
I could. Dash cam. Safety.
There is some funny conversations for sure.
That and just if not even for volume, just to see what's going on. You never know.
Yeah, something funny happens. You can bring it in here. You're missing out on possible content.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole, I'm sober when I do it, so I can bring the stories in here.
It's embarrassing.
It's a fucking idiot.
I'm not going to show the videos. It's a fucking idiot. I'm not going to show.
Why not? You don't have just for the audio. Well,
that's
show
true.
Video.
That's true, but I mean, what if the conversation's like 5 minutes long? That's ridiculous. I can't do something like that. I'd have to prepare the content.
The good part,
Joe. It's just another thing that I have to do for the entertainment of this podcast. Okay, I'd have to go home and like
into this, Dan. You might as well just fucking.
I gotta lug that thing around, and then I gotta like go home and upload it.
You could use the lugging.
Dude, I looked in the mirror today. I was like, whoa.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
You wake up one day and you're like, I'm fat as fuck. What the fuck happened?
Hands down the fattest I've ever been in my entire life. I look now and it's not just like, I'm just a fat guy, whatever. Now I look, I'm like, I'm going to have heart disease soon.
I think about it. I met you in like 2009.
Oh, I was so much skinnier.
2010. Yeah, you were a kid. You were skinny. It had to be like 2010 or 11.
A long time ago, man.
That's not true because that was back when... It was like, I'd say 2013, 2014. 2010, it's impossible. I was jobless 2010 because I was playing in my band and I was trying to like tour and stuff.
Definitely before.
Because we released our first album in 2010 and the next one was like a year or two later in 2012.
We worked together at Lowe's for 2 years at least, right? So maybe 2012. Maybe it was 2012.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
12 or 13.
Maybe the beginning of 13, the...
End of 12, something like that. That's, yeah. I mean, I know, in the terms of the fact that it's like...
much thinner. I was already on my way. I was already on my way to fucking Hippodome. I was...
Hippodome.
Well, that's pretty good. Let's take a shot to Hippodome,
When I met you, I was like 220. By the time I left Lowe's, dude, I was up to 275 pounds.
Where are you now?
I don't know because I'm not weighing myself because I don't want to get discouraged.
Yeah.
So I'm not only.
I think it's a solid move. I think it's more about sticking to a healthy lifestyle than
I'm not going to get on.
You tell me like your underwear doesn't flip over.
I get obsessive about shit.
Plus if you're lifting.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
You know what I mean? Because I remember when I stopped lifting, I went to a doctor checkup like a year later after I stopped. I just stopped lifting for whatever reason, and she's like, "Oh, like you're down like 25 pounds." She's all excited to look at me, and I'm just like staring at her. I'm like, lady, I wasn't this fat last time I was here.
Yeah.
She kind of gave me a look. I was like, I stopped lifting, and she's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was so much fatter.
Yeah.
But I was down like 25 pounds.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to get myself obsessed on that shit. Just go with what I look like and how I feel.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now. Eventually, I'll.
It's more about sticking to a healthy lifestyle than it is doing some fucking, I'm on this diet and the bloody blah diet, because all of a sudden you got to talk about it and, like you said, be obsessive about it. But then one day you're like, oh, I'm just not doing that today. And then the next day comes, you're like, I guess I'm still not doing it. And 2 weeks later go and you're like, what happened in my life?
Yeah. Well, the picture I just showed you, like from when I was at Stern.
Pop that mic next to you there, up to your mic.
So I used to go to the gym a lot and work out a lot, and I was very wrapped up in it, and I was constantly weighing myself and so concerned about
You just stretch yourself out.
like what I got enough shit to deal with, like that I got to worry about that.
You get naked humping Robin and Howard Stern. Like, priorities.
Yeah. Well, I was blowing coke like crazy. That the night before that, I have no idea. I'm surprised I even had a visible penis. I had snorted so much cocaine. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever spent a good night blowing lines. What happens to your penis is
unfortunately,
insanity.
Unfortunately, I've never done cocaine. I say unfortunately because it sounds like I would love it.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
But fortunately, it's good because it sounds like I would love it.
You would love it. You would love it. I'm shocked by that.
Give me a call. I'll get you some coke right now.
My heart,
I'll buy it.
Would explode. He's like, I'll buy it. No, yeah. The window of me even possibly doing coke is definitely closed and locked forever.
Well, now it is,
for sure. Yeah.
I would hope.
Even if I lost a bunch of weight,
now you wouldn't decide. I have a
do
daughter.
coke.
Let's get an 8-ball.
Just my age. I don't get old people doing coke, man. I see it all the time. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, my heart would fucking explode if I did.
The guy that I used to
drive myself to the hospital if I did a lot of coke. Be like, nope, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Not a good idea. I have a friend who, I used to do a lot of cocaine with.
a guy.
Well, the guy that I used to do a lot of cocaine with, one of my good friends.
Could do a shot to coke.
He's John Smith, right? That's his name?
John Smith, I believe is his name. He's 45. He owns
Very
his own
inconspicuous
business.
name.
Owns his own business. Very successful man. But this kid still does coke on a regular basis. And I'm just like, how are you not fucking dead? How are you not dead?
Yeah,
like he uses coke to stay awake at work. He uses coke on business trips. He goes out, he's on the sales end of the business that he owns.
Right.
So he's entertaining. He loves to entertain people, take out clients.
On coke.
He's doing blow all the fucking time.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I've told this story before.
When you work in a kitchen, I'm sure
Well,
that 90% of the people that work at your place are fucking blowing lines. Maybe 75.
Maybe. I don't think it's as high as it used to be when back in the day.
Yeah.
But I remember I used to bartend, and one time we were doing a bunch of coke. Not while I was working, but somehow I got stuck working. Mm-hmm. Best bartender ever.
Yeah. The bar was probably clean as shit. Dude, not a spilled drink anywhere.
We were so busy. I was just like, who needs beer? Beer.
Yeah.
I was like serving 5 people at a time, dude. I was like, that'd be 25, 50. I can't do math. I knew math, dude. I was fucking slinging drinks,
You were
dude.
like Tom Cruise in that bartender movie with the fucking cocktail.
And the other bartender was like, she's like, man, you're on fire tonight. I was like, yeah, I did a bunch of coke.
A performance-enhancing drug for a bartender.
She's like,
cocaine.
all right, I'll try and get you out of here soon. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. I'm going to be coming down any minute, and I'm running out. It's going to get ugly.
Unless you got more coke. Do you have more coke?
Yeah.
Cheers, people.
Salute.
I already took my shot, gentlemen, so I beat you there. I couldn't wait for you. It's getting impatient. I had to pretend like I don't feel like shit, so.
Do you want to open this now to get out of the way
Yeah, sure.
so we don't fucking forget?
I'll tape because I don't feel like moving.
That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
I see. That's we work well together.
Let's see what we got. And I was told it's
Imagine if it is Eric Balls and he's fucking
Maybe he's
doing the
fucking with
switch
me?
up on us.
he told me it's not Eric's balls.
Okay.
So
I'm going to let you, I guess, start opening it a little bit, and then I'll start recording so we don't have like 2 minutes.
up your ass, microphone. Stay up. The fuck?
Because you lube it too much, dude. All right, we're opening a gift here from our good tattoo and feller, Atomic Fish. I'm actually wearing a shirt right now. You can see, a.k.a. Eric Rowe.
Hashtag Atomic Fish Tattoo, baby. Check them out.
All right, let's, what is a nice little canvas? Is that what the artist people call it? Is it his balls?
It's not his balls.
Is it like something epic that he created?
Yes. Yes,
God.
that is
Let's give it a
fucking
turn, buddy. I got the, is that good? What the fuck? So it's like a chicken
That's
being
fantastic.
choked. There's 2 chickens. And it's our face on each of them.
That's great. Choking chicken.
Dude, that's like the sickest fucking thing. Dude,
2 chicken choking motherfuckers.
the rest of the walls should just be filled up by stuff that Eric fucking paints, dude.
I'm in on that shit, dude.
Dude, how do our faces look so realistic?
He's a professional, man. Atomic Fish Tattoo. Check them
They
out.
do look really realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's the eyes.
That's why I asked if we had blue eyes, man. He wanted to make sure that shit popped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me get a quick zoom on the video. It looks so fucking good in the video. All right, she's recorded.
Make sure can you text him that? Because I told him we would.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot him the video now. I'll shoot it in that little group chat that we got between Eric.
Yeah, that is a
set
great,
these down right there, huh?
great picture. I love it.
Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, he's always trying to like fucking improve his shit, what he's got going on. So he's getting back in oil painting. Like I said, he fucking came over with those. So we started getting requests. We're gonna have a good one soon of our good buddy Eric's balls. Oh no, we're not putting you in it, Keith. Yeah, so that we're really excited about that. That's gonna be like a mural, I guess, somewhere on our wall.
I think it's funny. I met his girlfriend today.
Eric's girlfriend?
Yeah.
I met her for like a hot.
stuff.
I met her for like a hot second at. I think it was Eric and Steph's engagement party. But
And Eric was literally like, "Oh, this is what's her name? It's Amanda, right?"
I think.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, this is Amanda. She'll be waxing your asshole soon." I went, "Yep."
Yeah, I think we're gonna. The next time Eric comes on, it'll probably be like a month or two because we just don't like to have guests come on so consecutively. But he wants to come on, and his girlfriend's like, she's. I mean, she does more than waxing, but it's one of the things she does professionally. So I think we're gonna set up a table. I think she's gonna wax our assholes.
Do the ball waxing thing. See who could take the pain.
I'm just gonna stick with my ass.
Brazilian ass balls.
I'm probably gonna be like that guy just because I'm real Irish, just like hold my package in my hand type of thing.
Whatever you're gonna
Be
do.
respectful, you know.
It is your friend's girlfriend.
Yeah. I hope my herpes isn't flaring up when she's here.
You only got one though. That's on the
Hemorrhoid.
lip, man. Herpes 2 is what comes. Unless you got herpes 2.
No, I don't. It'd be funny though.
So
I guess it wouldn't be. It'd be fun to joke about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd make.
It
I
only
would
flare.
make fun
You
myself.
take fucking Valtrax or something, right? They got something that
Oh, now
keeps
you
the.
know what it is, huh?
Valtrax.
I don't have herpes. I wouldn't lie. I'm not a liar. I'm not a big liar.
I'm telling you, the vodka cured my lip herpes, man. I haven't had lip
Kills
herpes in
everything.
like 3 years.
Dude,
So I've
in
been-
fucking Russia, they brush their teeth with vodka.
I'm telling you, bro.
Dude, if Magic Johnson can inject money into his veins and get rid of AIDS, vodka could get rid of your herpes,
I'm
man.
telling you, man. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
This guy that I just started this new job, right? So there's this like really grouchy dude that works next to me. Mm-hmm. And
One of those,
he's
huh?
had like a weird limp ever since I've known him.
That's probably why he's grouchy.
Yeah, he's just like real grumpy,
limping
grouchy,
around.
always like moaning. And one day,
Always moaning?
yeah, like we're making weird grunting
Guy's got really
noises
bad
and shit.
fucking inflamed
He's an
herpes or
old
something.
timer, and he's nutty and he gets up and he's moving around real great, and I'm like, wow, Scott, yeah, everything looks like you're moving real great. What happened? Hemorrhoid popped. Everything's fine. That's what he says to me. That's what he says to me.
Hold on, so
Hemorrhoid pop.
what
Everything's
exactly
fine.
what is like the details of a hemorrhoid? It's like your ass comes out a little bit, almost like a pink
I
sock.
think there are different levels of hemorrhoids. Some is just like a major pus pocket
Google it.
growing
We'll
on
get
the
a good
rim
couple
of your
images.
asshole.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
appreciated.
think,
I'll Google image hemorrhoids.
a really irritated hemorrhoid is when some of the lining of your intestines starts to come out of your asshole.
So it's kind of like a pink sock.
As you described, a pink sock.
Dude, you know what's great about this picture too? It's gonna fit perfect on that fucking wall, man.
God.
It is
Oh,
a great photo.
you went right to images, did you?
Oh, look at that fucking thing.
That's horrifying.
That is making my penis soft. My lord.
And you love butts and
Yeah.
buttholes.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. You gotta be on my back here, all right? Because
Oh, I can't talk.
as a joke, one time I just threw out talking about sucking toes, right?
One time?
Well, all right. Well, I'm just talking about whatever the first time was. Threw it out there, joking around because I'll suck on some toes. And it always gets brought up as a joke, and everybody always busts my balls because it was like, "Oh, feet are ugly and feet suck and this and that." I'm like, just wait till my buddy Joey comes on. He's going to help me out. Okay. Well, at least defend me. You know, we don't have to go into any details of anything.
You guys been sucking each other's toes at Lowe's in the back room? Dude?
No.
That's something we don't talk about. No.
Make sure you get that in the mic. People should know.
I don't know. I was literally born with a fucking foot fetish. Like, my family jokes around about it. Mm-hmm. And I sit there quietly and I'm like, you have no idea that I never grew out of it. Like, I was 5 years old. It's not a joke. I was 5 years old and I would crawl underneath the table. I don't remember this. They joke about it. I would crawl under the table and I'd start playing like with my aunt's feet, never a dude's feet.
Yeah.
And they didn't pick up on it then. I guess all the guys were like, well, he's not gay. And they just didn't talk about
it's Italian family, so they were probably proud of you.
I wasn't gay. But it's like something that I never grew out of. And you know me as being a pretty open guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When I was 14 and 15 years old, I'd be with my friends and we'd be hanging out and they'd be like, look at that chick, look at her ass, look at her tits. And I'd be like, dude, look at those sandals, bro. And they'd be like, what's wrong with you? Dude, and I'd be like, what do you mean? Your fucking feet are sexy. They're sexy as fuck.
There was an end cap at Lowe's.
Oh,
and it was like
it was like a mom 30-something.
Yeah. And she was wearing sandals. And I just remember I'm like working in the mill. You came over, you're like, oh, you see that end cap? You see the sandals she's wearing? Dude. Oh, God.
So one time I'm in hardware helping this lady and she's, sexy lady and she has on like, flip-flops or whatever. And
you're just staring at her.
We're in hardware.
Stop staring at my feet.
We're in hardware, and she's asking about something that is on the bottom shelf, right? So I get down, like crouching, so that my head is like right next to her feet while I'm helping her, because she's not thinking anything of it, because I'm helping her. I'm getting this product.
She don't have ears on her toes.
So PJ comes around the corner, and he stops, and he's looking at me, and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ. How do you always manage to get yourself into this situation? So you remember Erica, the attractive girl so I was working behind the pro desk,
she's her second kid now, right?
I believe so. I
think it's number 2.
About that, yeah. So we're behind
just look
the
at
pro
any
desk.
one of her Facebook pictures.
Yeah, well, that's where
all of her kids are in every picture.
It's not like I'm in contact with her in any way. I don't. It's through Facebook. So we're behind the pro desk and we're all talking and something gets brought up and I'm like, yeah, that's probably because your feet smell. And I don't know, somehow I got her to take her socks off, give them to me, show me her feet. And PJ standing there, he's like, what the fuck, dude? How does this work out for you? And it's such an innocent thing, but it allows me to be a little.
The word you choose is innocent.
It is innocent. It's just toes. What's the problem?
You suck on them, man. I don't see the problem.
It'd definitely be worse if you're like, oh, let me grab this plank over here and you stick your face by some broad's tits.
Yeah.
That's way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just toes.
That was a big moment for Lowe's, man, when the socks and the shoes and everything.
It was fantastic for me. But
Joe, I love you, man.
Yeah.
Best, dude. That end cap alone. That's enough to.
Oh my God, I got everybody on that. Steve, HR.
Yeah. He says he really pronounces H's in a really manner.
Yeah.
I can picture him listening to this. So
yeah. So then
you guys don't work there anymore, right?
No,
but I see Steve like once or twice a year because we try to get together for like a baseball game and like a football game at Jim's.
It's the older guy.
Yeah, where you need to come one day.
Yeah.
Jim's a great dude.
Absolutely.
He's a great dude.
Jim's the best, man. He's a fucking man.
He's a good man.
Getting him on here would be literally a dream come true.
The things that he could talk about between the military, but he never would probably. I don't know.
He's an older guy. I doubt he would like be okay to come on here and he would talk with us and get drunk with us and fucking have a great time.
Setting,
but like record it and stuff. I think that'd freak him out a little bit, which I don't blame him.
He was in the military and he was the fire chief for Kansas City.
Yeah, that'll do it. You'll get some stories there.
Fire, for 20 some odd years.
How do you end up working at Lowe's then?
Because he got
That's
a
a good
divorce,
gig.
and I think it was an ugly thing, and he left Kansas City, and he knows a lot about building.
I actually know the exact answer.
Oh, okay.
If you ask him, he says, I just wanted to get away from my wife, so I kept going east until I couldn't go anymore. That's his exact answer.
Yeah.
And he ended up in Butler.
Yeah, in New Jersey, Butler, New Jersey.
Well,
and,
he lives right across the mountain by me. He lives on the other side he lives at Creek by me.
and he knows a lot about millwork and
shit.
building. Like he's, just like over here, everybody that's a paid cop and a paid fireman that works 4 days and is off for 3 days, they got some kind of side gig, whether it's landscaping or carpentry.
Yeah,
or
my buddy was trying to
masonry.
be FDNY, and I think they're on
every one of them.
they're on fucking like 10 days, but then they're off like 8 days or something stupid. I'm
So they all
butchering
got
that,
a
but
side
something.
gig. Yeah,
He's like, yeah, just bartend, it'd be great, or something,
yeah.
Or you just get hammered for 8 days straight.
Yeah, I was going to say, or just
Well, some of them
enjoy
do
that
that.
time off because you were just working like a fucking slave for 10 days
sometimes
straight.
If there's nothing going on, you're just hanging out playing video games, eating food in a fire department.
Yeah. You're
You
not
know?
doing nothing.
Oh, yeah, when you're
other times
fireman.
you're hanging out of a building 30
Yeah,
stories
yeah.
up a fire. That's, that sucks a little bit. But
a little bit.
You have to watch that show Rescue Me, dude, with Dennis Leary because it's a really good
Is it
show.
still on?
Oh no, not at all.
all right.
But I mean, I don't know.
gonna say.
I don't know if it's still on Netflix. I hope it is because I kind of want to give it another watch through. But it's like it's a drama, but it's filled with dark comedy, and of course Dennis Leary is fucking perfect in it. It's a fucking really sick show. He's never seen it, so I always tell him.
Artie Lang was on that a couple times.
I believe so.
Yeah, he was. He was. I remember.
is he dead yet?
No, that fuck somehow.
He's
still alive.
having like his his lawyer or something like tweet for him. I think I don't know if he's in jail or in rehab, but he's not near the internet.
Yeah.
Because the last tweet I saw from him was definitely like a representative of like, he wants
It
us
was.
to
It
tell
was.
you guys.
Artie Lang's team wants to.
Yeah.
But
Which is great. It's like he's trying to do the right thing, but
my brother that's still alive, that is a heroin addict, somehow hooked up with Artie Lang, and was like shooting. I don't know. He must have been partying with him a lot, and that's my other brother. That's
oh wow.
and
I can tell it's a newer picture because Artie's nose looks
this was before. Yeah, it's a newer picture, but it's before it deflated.
yeah.
But the two of them, yeah, I don't know, man. He just like my brother was actually working for Artie, and Artie has my brother driving around for him.
Really?
But my brother doesn't have a license. And then my brother totaled Artie's car.
Oh wow.
Some shit. That's what I heard anyway, because I haven't spoken to my brother in like 3 years.
See, you thought you wouldn't have any stories. But you just start talking, and all of a sudden, it's like the best shit. I mean, we
It
can just
takes
talk about that
time
end
for
cap
me
for
to
like 20 minutes.
remember.
Yeah.
The
No, I
things
hear you on
go
that.
on. Yeah.
I don't remember a goddamn thing ever until somebody starts talking about something.
Yeah. But, getting back to the foot fetish, I also had a Batman fetish, as you know.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a
well,
second.
I just love Batman.
it's early. It's only 48 minutes in.
Checking off the fucking
No.
Batman is what you're trying to tell me?
No, you
No, I
definitely
wanna
know
be
this story because I've told
I
it.
want to be Batman.
There's a story
I
I've
got
told.
a mask downstairs. You won't wear it. Feel free.
I have my own. I got my
Yeah.
own.
And it's been used. I've told this story. I don't want
told
to.
the story?
Well, hold on. Wait. Don't say anything because I don't. It's up to you whether you want to talk about it or not. But I've told the story that we're starting to combine these two things together so somebody might remember. I just never mentioned his name, but I've told that story. But of course, if you decide to tell it, we're definitely going deep into
I'll
detail.
tell it. Let's do another shot. Let's
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't definitely have to be now. It could be whatever you want. Because
get into her.
it's. I can't think of a story that tops it. In all honesty, it's really that just all the different circumstances coming together like that. Like, it's got drugs, it's got a whorish woman, it's got
spoiler alert, dude.
Well, that's that. You get that right away. I don't actually. I'm glad you said that because I probably would have started mentioning spoilers. So because it's got everything. It's got everything. It's a great fucking story. So when he starts telling you're gonna remember it because I've told you the story. I've told you the story like at least 3 times because it's
I might as well tell it then.
Yeah. Well, let's take it. You might have taken your shot.
It's not like it's gonna cause a divorce or anything.
Yeah, I know.
So
I don't know if my wife even knows that. So she might.
Well, if she hears this, then
Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
well, it's not like you were with her when it happened. So
Nope.
cheers.
it's a very long time.
Salute, everybody. Salute. So,
Oh, here it comes, baby.
That was a long time
For like
ago.
the
So how old are you?
6th time.
I'm 42 now. But at the time, I was like 19, 18 years old. No. Was I 19? I don't know. I was like 19 or 20. I was like 19 or 20 years old.
Fair enough.
So, I was a little bit of a chubby kid, and then I started.
I just thought of the name for this episode. I'm going to say it after the story.
So then this is when I started going to the gym hardcore.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? So I'm going to the gym hardcore. I got into excellent shape. I've got like girls hitting on me. I don't really know how to play it because I was never I was never a ladies man. I'm still not, never was.
If you were Batman though.
But I was always into Batman. So we go I'm at a party at my good friend's house. I'll start. I don't even know.
Start early.
So I'm at a party at my good friend's house, and we're doing, it's a Coke party. There's 5 of us there, and we're there to blow lines and be up for a day and a half and have a great time, just snorting Coke, drinking,
some
blah,
liquor,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Drinking, having a good time, watching movies, whatever. So there are these 2 girls there, these 2 new
Can you
girls.
watch a movie doing coke?
No, you can't. You can't focus. I mean, maybe you can if you're some kind of a fucking freak, but not me. I can't concentrate on one thing for more than 2 seconds. Conversations flowing.
Yeah, there's no way.
Nobody's stopping to talk, and you're moving around and whatever. So
Looking for more coke.
yeah, so peeling through the rug looking for coke that might have fallen. So we're at this house, we're doing lines, blah blah blah. There's these 2 girls there that are new to the group, don't know them. And one of them is paying an unbelievable amount of attention to me, and I am a moron. 19-year-old, I don't get
Just
it.
staring at her feet,
Probably. I don't even know if I
Remember
was
she
paying
had
attention to
she
her.
have sandals on? You don't remember?
It was summer. She had cut off shorts, a tank top, and sandals. Yes.
Good for you, bud. Yeah. Good for you.
But I remember that, but I wasn't paying attention to the fact that this girl was giving me every signal in the world that I could fuck her right now.
Yeah.
I could be having sex with her at the moment. She's, trying to get me to pay attention to her. I remember
I'd rather
now.
hang out and do coke, I think.
Well, that's what I was doing. I'm like, I'm with my friends, right? So anyway, then the morning comes, and we have to drive this girl home. So my buddy's like, hey, man, I got to drive her home. Do you want to come for a ride? Sure. So I go for a ride with him. We drive her home. She's sitting in the back seat. I'm sitting in the front passenger seat. When we get to her place and I get out of the car to let her out, she gets out of the car and she grabs my hand and puts something in my hand. So I get back in the car and I look at it and I'm like, wow, this girl's giving me every phone number that I could possibly reach her at. You have to remember it's 1997.
Yeah.
So she gives me her home
beeper.
phone number, her beeper number, her her work number.
Coke dealer in case you really can't get in touch with her.
So anyway, I'm on the way back and I'm with my friend. I'm like, holy shit, this girl gave me her number, blah, blah, blah. And again, like I was not an outgoing guy. I wasn't pulling chicks like crazy. I was 19 years old and that was maybe the second girl that had ever, or third girl that had ever given me a phone number. It wasn't like a everyday occurrence for me. So I'm like, what do I do? Wait a couple of days, call her, blah, blah, blah.
Classic. Right. It's always the same.
So I did the exact
wait
thing.
72
Waited
hours.
3 days, and then I called
On the
her.
dot.
I call her, and like, all right, let's go out. I'll come pick you up. We'll go out. So I go and I pick her up, and I don't know what to do. Like,
Sandals again?
What do you do? I don't remember. Probably, maybe. It's like I don't remember.
I don't believe you,
what to do.
but we'll keep.
I don't remember. I honestly don't. So, pick her up, like, what do you want to do? And she's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, all right, let's go to Washington Heights. We'll pick up some Coke. Then we can go back to my house and we'll watch a movie. my family is on vacation. Everybody's on vacation except for my father. Me and my father were home, and my mother, my two brothers, and my sister were at the Jersey Shore. So I'm like, well, we'll go pick up some blow and go back to my house, watch a movie. So I do exactly that. We drive down to Washington
Did you skip
Heights.
going to the shore with your family to hang out with this broad?
No, I was working. I couldn't go. Like
Whatever,
I was working, So, and plus I didn't want to go. I'm fucking 19 years old. I'd rather stay in Bergen County and fucking blow lines with my friends and drink and go to the gym and be a maniac. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go. So I pick her up. We go get some blow. We go back to my house in River Edge. My dad's home, and me and my dad had like a weird relationship. Like, he hated me, but he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I was a fuck up, you know what I mean? And I was constantly fucking up, and he's always trying to get me to do the right thing. So, and at this time in particular, I was really like just fucking maniac, you know what I mean? Out of control. And, so, whatever, I bring this girl home, which he didn't like. He's like kind of like an old school Italian guy,
right.
You know what I mean? He grew up with, his parents were off the boat from Italy. So I come home with this girl, and I can imagine the first thing that's going through his head is like, look at this fucking whore. Fucking pig. This fucking kid's bringing home a pig. Whatever. So anyway, so I come home, we go in the basement, we're snorting some coke. We start watching a movie. One thing leads to another. We start fooling around, and at some point I was like, hey, do you think I could wear this Batman mask? So she's like, yeah.
Can
You're being serious.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, let me ask you. Yeah, I wanna like just try to decipher like what goes through your mind. Was it like, dude, I'm gonna tell all my friends that I'm wearing this Batman mask, or is it like it's getting you off that you're wearing the Batman mask, fucking her?
Here's the thing, me being the idiot that I was, I already told my friends that, listen, you should come by and watch and see if I'm gonna fuck this girl.
I never heard that part of the story.
Yeah, so it was kind of like,
see, you learn something new every time you hear the story.
In anticipation of that, and they never came by, but that was like
Fools.
part of the reason.
Fools.
They missed out. So she's like, yeah, sure. I don't.
And this
care.
Before Christian Bale, so you can't even be.
It was
fucking...
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I got it at the Warner Brothers store in the Paramus Parks Mall. It was the Michael Keaton.
See, if this went on
Batman
later
mask.
in the years, it'd be way funnier.
Yeah.
Let me stick my dick in your pussy.
I want to put my dick between your souls. But
I'm gonna come.
I was never that good of an actor that I would have been able to do that. So she's like, yeah, sure, because she was
Sounds like a cool
apparently
broad.
a party chick. So she's like, yeah, put it on. So I put it on, and I'm fucking her. And as I'm fucking her, she reaches her hand up and she starts like stroking the ear of the Batman mask like it's a dick. Okay.
See, I always miss that part of the story when I tell it. See, this is why we needed you on.
So she's stroking it. So like, again, we're on coke, right?
Yeah.
So now 25 minutes in, I'm fucking sweating in this rubber mask.
Your heart's like,
right? So I'm like, do you mind if I fuck your feet? She's like, no. So now, Matt, I'm not a tall guy, right? So I am now standing on the bed.
Make sure the mic's picking you up there, but
I'm now standing on the bed in a Batman mask, fucking this girl's feet. Okay? And I'm standing there and I'm doing that and I'm doing it. And all of a sudden,
let me ask you.
Yes.
Are you a dry or a lewd guy with the foot fucking?
it was dry, but there was enough. I didn't go to get any lube. I would have, but it wasn't necessary.
But with masturbation, there's a dry and a wet,
Sometimes I prefer to masturbate with baby powder. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. You should try it. It's fantastic.
baby powder.
Baby powder.
I'm trying to think about how that would even
serious?
work.
Try it.
I don't know you, so I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
Try it. You should try
Well,
it.
hold on.
It's
We can
fantastic.
pause the story. We'll get back to it. How does that work with the baby
What do you
powder?
mean, how does it work? It works just like it does with fucking
So you would
oil.
use baby powder as lubrication?
You said yes. You said sometimes people like it dry.
I'm a dry guy. I'm a skin over the head of my penis guy.
Try
Okay.
baby powder. It's dry. but it allows the slip motion. It's a strange dynamic. Try it.
I get home, I'll see I wake the broad up, figure something out, you know?
Try it.
Baby, I don't think we should have baby powder. We have a baby.
So you'll never use baby oil again, if you ever did. Or any type of lotion.
So learn something new, man. I'm glad we had you on.
Text me later, Fudge. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Bring me some baby powder. I know you got some laying around. All right, so you're in between the arches of her feet.
I'm standing on the bed
with the
between
Batman mask
arches
on.
of her feet with the Batman mask.
Broad's very cool broad, man.
Excellent.
First
broad.
date, you're doing coke, you're fucking banging her in a Batman mask, fucking
First
her
date.
feet.
Well, I could tell you some of the things that I found out about her later, but anyway, so
we'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm on the bed, fucking her feet in a Batman mask, into my rhythm, and I look to my right, and my father is standing in my bedroom window, watching me through the window, fuck a girl's feet in my Batman mask.
If I remember correctly, wasn't there like a what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what exactly, like, after he says what the fuck, the girl notices? She doesn't notice.
She didn't even notice what was going on, and I look, and he just walked away, never came back into the room, never came into the room, never stopped.
So you were able to come.
He was clearly completely fucked about that. Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Eventually we came, cleaned up, dropped her off at home, came home. My father and I never spoke of it again. It was never spoken of. Now,
Do you get along with your dad now?
He passed away. You know that my
Good
father...
job, Keith. Good job.
Sorry to hear that.
It was 4 years ago. So you know that he passed away, right? So when he was in the hospital, I don't know if I ever told you this. When he was in the hospital...
You may have mentioned this once.
When he was in the hospital, you know, we knew he was going to die or whatever. And, you know, my father and I's relationship had gotten much better at this point. I said, Dad, why didn't you ever say anything about, you know... When you caught me in the room, and he's like, he looks at me and he goes, "What the fuck am I gonna say to you? What kind of a fucking weirdo is wearing a goddamn Batman mask, fucking some girl's feet?" It's like, what the fuck am I gonna talk to you about? You're already fucked in the head. Like, what am I gonna talk to you about? Like, and then he's like, "Why are you talking to me about that? I'm fucking dying."
Out of all the things you can bring up,
You talking to me about that for?
Would have ate you forever though if you didn't bring it up, man.
I had to.
It's a big part of your guys' relationship.
Yeah, it was huge. He loved every second of it. He loved that I was a fucking.
He was proud.
Of course he was.
Every father's
my
proud.
son.
They have trouble
Look at
displaying
my son.
it.
He's
But
barely 5'4". He's banging a girl. She's 5'7". Look at her. Look at the Batman mask.
I can only imagine him just walking and go, what the
I can't imagine what he did when he went back in the house. He probably was like, "What do I do? What do I do about this? Who do I talk to?"
he didn't have the internet. He couldn't look up porn.
There was nothing to look at. Is he normal? Turns out I'm normal. I'm into cosplay or whatever that is, plushies. What do the kids do nowadays? They dress up like furry bunnies. And
furries, yeah.
When broads dress up as video game characters, that is cosplay.
Well, that's hot as shit. But
Well, yeah, exactly. You know what it is, though? You have to have a gigantic rack, otherwise it's a waste of time.
kind of. There's this girl that I follow on Twitter. Her name's like Roxy Light or something. Holy fuck. This girl, I don't know any of the characters that she's portraying.
Dressing up as? But she's got, I guess, like a
is
monster rack, right?
Retarded. It's big, but just everything about her ass, her feet, her toes, her fucking tits, her nipples,
Her
You can just say, you
toenails.
have to say feet and then
Everything.
toes. We get it, man.
toenails, feet, yeah.
No, go into as much
Nail.
detail as you
I
can,
don't like
please.
French pedicures. I don't
know what that is.
Yeah,
It's
what
a
makes them
certain
French?
Design. It's when it's clear and then they just the nail part they paint white.
Oh, yeah, the
That's a
French look.
pedicure.
Okay.
I don't like that.
So when do you listen to stand up?
Yeah,
You know Cat Williams?
of course.
He makes a joke where he's like, yeah, broads gotta stop listening to broads. They're always matching their toenails to the fucking nails or whatever. And he goes, never in the history of niggerdom has a nigga went to have sex with this girl, took her socks off, and said, "Oh no, bitch, is that plum? No, we ain't doing this."
Dude, what was that movie with Eddie Murphy? when he was banging a lot of chicks, and this chick was really hot, and she had all jacked up toes. It was like Harlem Nights or some shit like that, and then he couldn't fuck her. It was an Eddie Murphy movie. You know, girl was totally hot. He was trying to bang her. He's banging her, and then he goes down to start sucking on her toes, and they were all gnarly, and it ruined the entire experience. And if you remember correctly, Eddie Murphy got arrested and caught with a tranny hooker trying to suck her feet
Don't remember that.
in Hollywood.
See? So a lot of the people like toes, besides
it.
Joe and I there, Keith.
Google it.
Although I'm not, see, and I say this all the time, and nobody believes me, which, you know, makes it really even funnier, but I don't really have a foot fetish. You know, I wouldn't look up like foot fucking porn, or
I don't like to
I'm not
call
even
it a
trying
fetish.
to I'm
It's
not even
normal.
trying to fuck feet. I'm just saying, like, it's another extension of the woman that, you know, it's not like it's like
You
go
may wanna
jog
love
2
it.
miles, baby, and stick your foot in my mouth. It's like,
Listen, you have a butthole fetish. It's just something different.
well,
You've got a problem.
it's the forsaken area, you know?
Yeah. And you think
I have a problem.
You think squirt
I'm sitting
isn't
here
piss.
supporting your
You
foot
think squirt
fetish.
is not piss. It's piss, Dan.
I'm pretty convinced it's like 85% urine.
It's piss.
I think it's 90%.
Yeah.
It's just the piss.
You're like, your numbers are off, but it's
all
higher.
piss and it's all over.
Well, funny story about Fudge. We were watching. You watch UFC at all? Mm-hmm. So when Conor McGregor fought Nate Diaz the first time, Misha Tate was fighting Holly Holmes, I believe. Misha Tate's got phenomenal ass, and we had a group chat going
Fake
on.
boobies, too, I think, too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we have a group chat
No,
going on.
I know.
and,
They're fake.
They're fake.
Yeah.
Misha Tate comes on, and there's a scene. It's just her ass. It's like the first thing. So I immediately text group chat because I was at a party and they were at a party. And we were both we're all watching the fight. I was like, "Hey, let me guess. Fudge is talking about eating Misha Tate's ass right now," and they all just text back, "Yep,
Yeah.
he's currently saying that right now."
It's not my fault. She has a nice ass, man. I don't know if
Yes,
she
she does.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are disappointed that I'm saying what you're already expecting that I'm going to say.
No, I think
don't
it's
even-
fucking hysterical.
No,
Like, it's
I mean, you
Just
know.
like for me to text you and be like, "Is he saying this right now?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like,
That's exactly what he's saying.
What's going on? He's talking about sucking the farts out of her ass as we speak.
See, that's the thing, though. I'm like, I am a quarter German, but I don't like poo either. You know, it's got to be fresh out of the shower.
You're not into German scat porn. You
Dude,
like it
I'll
clean.
never forget. I won't say his last name, but
Is that what the scat man was talking about?
No.
I'm the scat man.
man.
That's probably the noises he makes if she farts, you know? If he's eating ass and an accidental fart and he's like eating the ass and it gets in his mouth. You know? Probably makes sense. Remember, Matt, I won't say his last name because I'm about to say some stuff that he, you know, probably doesn't want everybody to hear. But remember, Matt used to push carts, but then he's got a way better job at Lowe's now. And I think he's dating that one broad's daughter and shit.
Still?
Yeah, because I'm on friends with them on Snapchat and I'm friends with them on Instagram, so I see their pictures every now and then.
Good
But
kid.
yeah, the girl he was dating right before that lady's daughter, I remember telling him, I was like, bro, are you kidding me right now? You don't toss your girlfriend salad, man? I was like, let her get right out of the shower, bro, and she'll go nuts. She'll love it. Like literally like 48 hours later, he like came to me. He was like, bro, he's like, dude, you were totally right, man. She was walking out of the shower. I didn't even let her do anything. I just threw her on her bed. I started fucking eating her ass. She fucking laughed. I'm like, I told you, bro. Some mentoring, molding these young minds.
You know, I remember the
You should have got him on the feet, man.
Well,
Butthole and toes, and the woman will love him. You know, I feel like in my experience, women, they think it's ticklish. They don't
Now,
even like it.
how do you feel about a girl licking your asshole?
See, I've never let it happen.
Why?
We've been over this.
Because the
Go
end of the
for it.
story, it's just I end up gay, you know?
Because you're gay.
Well, it's not a dude though.
Yeah.
It probably feels great. Yeah, but I got drunk. Here's the deal. With drugs and alcohol, I drew the line. I never did coke. I never did like super hard drugs.
draw the line
Maybe
at
some
anyone
pills I
touching
did
your
that were
ass.
probably considered pretty fucking, you know? If I don't draw lines, I'm a lunatic, dude. If I don't draw lines anywhere, I'm just going to do everything.
It's mayhem.
Who knows what'll happen? You know?
I have a similar. Like,
I'm going to get home.
He got a 3-knuckler though the other day from his girlfriend.
really?
Yeah, three knuckles straight up there.
It actually, it did not happen.
Didn't come out dirty.
No, it definitely would have if it happened. See, here's the deal. What's upsetting is that It's a hilarious joke, and I think it's up to 4 now, right? I think we're up to 4 knuckles, even though there's no such
that's
thing.
what the guests say, but I was
stick with
confirmed from Bridget. It was a 3 knuckler.
I wish it was a real story because it'd be funnier to, I guess, at least talk about. But no, a little taint action. There's nothing wrong with some taint action. I'm sure it feels great.
Taint, yeah, that just falls into the ball area basically when you're getting a blowjob. I think it's
kind of there.
Intense. It just all.
It's
happens.
actually it's a pretty solid thing though, which is exactly why it's like I can't.
Yeah.
Because the taint feels great, the tongue's on that. You're like, are you kidding me right now? So I'm sure on the butthole, it's like, I remember. It's the only thing I want, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, the first time a girl tried doing that to me and started doing it, like I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't do that anymore." You know,
No, don't do that. Like,
don't do that anymore.
Were you on like the way I think about it? Like, fuck, man, I just can't be this guy. I want to have every girl I hook up with.
I think I was kind of like I.
Did it feel good though? It probably felt great.
I don't remember. I was more so like, I'm not going to kiss you now, so don't put your mouth on my asshole again.
Yeah, and I don't want to see what I haven't looked at my asshole in a long time.
I thought we were all supposed to do that after your brother was on.
Which one? Steve or Tony?
Steve.
We did talk about looking at our assholes in the mirror, right?
Yeah, we're all.
Weren't you guys all giving me shit like you never looked at your fucking asshole in the mirror before?
I don't remember.
You don't check out body parts every now and then just to make sure shit's okay, dude?
I have many times.
Thank you. Yeah. Say that in the mic louder. Thank Christ. You come on every fucking week. Well, see, I need Joe here to help me.
Somebody told me that my asshole had a little bit of a purplish ring around it.
Oh, you gotta check it out, bud.
That could be like ringworm or something.
So I had to look at it.
Beehole worm.
Like here, you look at my lips. They have like a little bit of a purplish hue.
You Sicilian?
Yeah,
maybe.
So my asshole's got a little bit of a purplish hue.
That's like the perfect word. Dude, let's take a quick shot to sucking a toe and look at an ass, right?
I got this right here.
All right, let's do it.
Sell it.
And Keith, you don't eat ass, okay? Let's relax here.
I've never said anything about that.
So
yeah, I'm leaving that out of the conversation right now.
And then another time I had this.
Don't forget
I had this hot friend that was a total whore.
Nice.
That
those are the best.
I fooled around with a little bit.
You and everyone else, right?
Yeah, just about everyone else.
She tongue your ass?
No. So she had this really fat friend, and I went out with her and her really fat friend one night, and her really fat friend wanted to blow me.
Oh, please say you said yes.
So I said, yeah, you can blow me, but you have to watch, right? So she was like, she wanted her friend to get some dick, so she watched, and she let me play with her feet a little bit while her friend was blowing me. So then I went out with them 2 nights later.
Keep it going.
And the girl says to me, we go out, and she's like, the fat girl, she's like, I have a surprise for you tonight. I have a surprise for you tonight. And we go out, we go into a bodega, and she buys some condoms. And I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? So we get back to the house, and she's like, you're going to fuck me in the ass. You're going to fuck my ass. You're going to fuck my ass.
The condoms, though?
Whatever.
I mean, no, you got to fuck her in the ass. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just...
if you're fucking a fat chick in the ass, you probably should have a condom on. There could be corn in there. You never know.
Yeah, you never know what's going to get in the pee hole. So, I mean, this girl, let me tell you something. Like, I'm not talking about, like, she was fat like me or fat like you. Like, she was fucking fat, dude. She was obese.
Oh, she's bigger than me right now in my current state?
She's fucking huge.
Because I'm, like, barely
probably sucked a mean dick, though.
Yeah, she did. So, anyway, we get back to her apartment, right? And the girl, Melissa, the hot friend, she's
this
like...
This episode's for the women.
I'm not going to watch this. I'm not watching this.
I want to get blind the rest of the way. It's like look at the Ark and fucking Indiana Jones.
I can't really do this because one of the main reasons why I got so hard and was able to come last time was because you were in the room watching and rubbing your feet in my face.
She wanted something to do with it. I mean, if she's letting you play with body parts, regardless of what they are.
We had sex and fooled around quite a bit before that. Like I said, this girl was very free. So anyway, this is going back to anal play, right? So this girl is blowing me. I can't get a hard on. Because I'm just not, I'm like petrified. I'm like thinking about, I'm not going to fuck
thinking she might fuck you up if she gets mad.
You in the ass.
Why'd she specify the ass? Or were you just like have sex with her normally then move to the asshole? Or was she just,
I don't
rare
know.
and
Maybe
ready.
she's like really into anal. I really don't know.
One out of
Unicorns.
One out of every like 100 broads prefers it.
Yeah,
I think
they prefer anal.
statistic. Yeah.
Plus, like I said, she was a heavy-set white girl, so she might have been more used to having sex with black guys that would allow that, and I'm not hung like a black guy, so maybe
You might
her
not even be able to
asshole
get in
would've
there.
been-
We're being honest here. It's
her
that's
asshole might have been.
if she's as big as you're
Yeah.
claiming
she was big, yeah,
to get it,
Yeah.
to move everything around the
yeah.
fit the dynamics
for the
or
penetration,
you know,
yeah.
you need like
Yeah.
an architect to.
So anyway, this girl started fingering my asshole, thinking
Okay.
that she was gonna get me hard.
Yeah, how many knuckles? How many knuckles?
I don't know. And I
Sounds like
just-
about one and a
I
half,
would say
two.
at least
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
Well, what are you even doing if it's not two? One knuckle isn't
she was
much.
probably the whole finger in.
One knuckle is like you're just trying to clean your
It
ass,
felt
you know?
like I was gonna shit. I thought I was gonna shit on her. Like, that was the most.
You should have. That could have been your perfect
Yeah.
excuse. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I gotta
Yeah.
leave.
And
That's true. You should have just shit on her.
Willed an erection and finished. And there was no anal. She's like, "What about me?" I was like, "I gotta go. I'm sorry. I have to leave. That's not gonna happen."
See, a gentleman would have picked up some sort of Viagra or something, taking care of the lady.
Well,
next
I didn't
time.
know what was going to happen. It was completely sprung on me. Like you don't spring anal on somebody when you're 350 pounds.
I'm really glad that was the reason. If
Yeah.
you said anything else besides that reasoning, I was going to be like, that's not true.
Yeah, but it's a lot to lay on a guy. You're gonna fuck me in the ass. I'm huge, and we're gonna do this. Like it's just.
So where's the other girl? Obviously, the other girl was in another room.
In the other room.
So what happened? Did you come up, walk in the room, and be like, you couldn't be in there? Thanks a lot. And you bounced.
No, I didn't even.
I would have been
that.
upset with her if I were you.
Well, not only that, her boyfriend showed. This girl had a boyfriend, by the way. Her boyfriend showed
Dude,
up.
that makes her feet in your
While
hands
this was
during that
going on.
blowjob is
It
fantastic.
was crazy. So you couldn't talk about that. There's so many dynamics. The first time I fucked her,
That guy's an idiot, though, huh?
her boyfriend, total moron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had no idea what he was dealing with. But the first time I banged her, I was 18 years old, and it was.
Did he did she profusely cheat on him, like constantly?
She cheated on everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. She was known in high school as the girl to take this person's virginity. Like she was the virginity taker. She took my virginity.
It's kind
Gotta
of
be
like the
somebody.
Undertaker,
Yeah. So
Because down under.
yeah,
And she's taking it.
Let me tell you something. She was. If I could have married her, I would. Like she was the coolest chick, and she was very attractive.
But you just can't trust her. You
No,
don't.
she would have cheated on you.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
unless
sure
you were just okay
she's-
with an open relationship.
She's single to this day.
Makes
You
sense.
should Facebook her right now. So are you.
No.
See if her fat friend lost some weight. Maybe you can fuck her in the ass or something.
The upkeep looks decent.
Very attractive girl. That's her today, by the way.
Yeah.
She's 43. Yeah.
Facebook.
We're around the same age.
I wish. I think she's not. She's in like Florida or something. I don't
Take
know.
a trip.
So
You get vacation time at your new job, right?
nah, she's a bad bitch, dude. This is not
Wheeled up an
somebody to fuck
old
with.
flame.
But
you know?
Telling you, a fat chick might have lost some weight, or she died of a heart attack. But
no, that's not the fat chick.
no, I'm saying you should contact the fat chick. Maybe she's looking
I don't
good
even.
now.
Her first name is Angela. I don't even remember. her last
Contact
name.
that bro, and then maybe
Yeah.
she'll. You remember
Hook
that
me
fat
up
chick that
with the
blew
fat
me while your
chick.
feet were in my thing?
Yeah. She was. But
While she
was
had a
cool
boyfriend.
chick.
That whole.
But the first time I banged her, she made me do it at her friend's. She was also
Mike, but
she's also.
you
like
can, by the way, you can lean back. It comes to you. That's why we spent the
Comes
extra
to-
money on the.
yeah, no,
not on
you.
you.
Have a major setup here. Dildos everywhere.
Real quick, Keith, you want to fix what's going on with the headphone wire there so it doesn't get weird?
Oh, you don't like it?
Well,
I thought
just
that was
loosen it up a little bit. Yeah,
How's
that's
that?
fine. I just don't want it pulling like when you
could've
pull it
pulled
back.
out.
I think we had it all set up like that so the dog didn't chew on it. But
So you know what's funny? I've been thinking this whole podcast. This fucking guy sounds like someone I know. Like your voice, the way you talk, the way you do things. Fucking I figured it out. Fucking
hit us.
Who's that comedian that was on with Joey Diaz?
When we saw him,
No. The special, the Netflix special. What's that called? Degenerates?
Jay
Jay-
Okerson.
Sounds just like him, dude.
You know, you kind of have a demeanor like of Jay Okerson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a little awkward, a little weird.
No, just the
No.
way you talk.
No,
the voice
just like,
tone, you sound just like him.
It's not like a negative. I think that guy's
I don't know who it is.
He's funny, dude.
on
have to look him up. Jay
Netflix.
Yeah.
On Netflix, there's a little special thing called The Degenerates, and Tom Segura's wife, Christina P's on it. Joey Diaz is on it, which he's not like super happy with his half an hour on it, but it's still pretty good. I mean, Joey Diaz is king in our eyes. And Jay Okerson, he has a podcast, Legion of Skanks. They claim to be the most offensive podcast. That offends us because it's like, listen to our podcast, you fucking faggots. But then again, they use the hard R all the time, and we draw some lines here and there. We don't have the hard R on our on our podcast.
You go guy.
What's guy?
What do you mean?
Oh, well,
hard
very
R?
rare.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're like impersonating like another person's jokes or something, or every now and then, but for the most part, we just kind of leave it out because it's, it just. I don't think any of our black friends are going to think it's funny.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
It's not
The
necessary.
people who use it, I feel like I'm not funny enough, so I got to drop it.
That's
it's the outrageousness of
And
it.
even when they use it, like I've seen, like they had a black comedian on and they were playing that at the zoo song or whatever. And like, and you can tell, like, and they're making face or whatever. And everybody knows it's like, oh, the black guy's on. Like, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, it's not like intelligent to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like, when you're making a black joke or you're making like a racist joke, like, let it be intelligent and funny, not just directly racist, hoping racism's funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's no point to, if it's not just going to be like well thought out, it's just going to be like any other joke. Like, racism just doesn't equal funny. You got to do it the right way.
Yeah, true. Artie Lang had a good N-word joke. It was like him playing basketball with a bunch of black guys, and they were all calling each other nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga. And Artie, he was looking for them to pass the ball to him, and he was running down. He's like, pass it. And he's like, all of a sudden, everything went into slow motion because I realized that I was calling this person
The
with
N-word.
a hard R.
Yeah.
And you should Google it. I won't say it out of respect for the show. Like, just the way.
Oh, no,
he,
if you're imitating a joke, it's fine.
it was like, he was like, pass it here, nigger. And he was like, as it was coming out of my mouth, I realized like, what I did, and they all flipped out on him, What are you calling about, And then, and then he had to leave, essentially. I don't remember.
That is a funny joke,
I don't
though.
remember the whole joke, but he used it well, and the context of the joke was good.
Yeah.
He definitely did that when we saw him in Newton. That joke was there.
He
Oh, really?
probably did. It was a major part of his
We were,
act,
yeah,
I
we were,
think.
we were.
I think it was
front
in
row.
the Whiskey Talk. It was in It's the Whiskey Talk, and I'm pretty sure it was on there.
Does he have like older specials on YouTube and shit? Because I need to catch up. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Specials.
I
think
never
he's
seen a
only got
special from him.
One or two specials. The Whiskey Talking, and there was one other one after that. But other than that, anything that you would see of him on video is somebody videotaping him on the phone or something.
Yeah, see, I gotta see if he's got a special.
Comedy Central special. I don't know.
He has a Netflix one, does he?
I think.
Oh, he definitely doesn't. I would have watched it
No,
1,000 times.
He's got one somewhere because I've seen it.
It's either Comedy Central or maybe it's Netflix. I don't know.
Yeah, we saw him live and we were front row and we were like heckling because we
Yeah.
wanted to make fun of us or whatever.
Of course.
And the whole time we were just like, Artie! And like finally, and we were fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes in, he was like, we yell, Artie! He's like, what?
The fuck do you want?
He's like, that's what I hear in my fucking nightmares. Fucking assholes like you yelling, Artie, Artie, Artie. And I was wearing, this time, I was wearing fucking gym shorts, sandals, and like a Mets jersey.
Just asking to be made fun of, basically.
Yeah.
He's
Next
like,
jersey.
he's like,
Yeah.
look at you.
Artie.
He's like, look at this fucking guy in the front row wearing a fag uniform. I was like, what's a fag uniform? He's like, what you're wearing? Mets jersey and fucking flip-flops, you fucking asshole. And they made fun of my friend Dan, who at this point was like fucking huge, like 300-something pounds. He's like, oh, fat fuck, you got enough drinks, you fatty fat fucky fuck or something. It was great.
It's too bad that guy had to completely fucking ruin his life. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like,
he could have been some kind of fucking like great man.
Dude, even if he didn't do shit, even if he didn't do a fucking thing, he'd be on the Howard Stern show making $1 million a year.
Yeah.
That's true.
Being able to promote every fucking comedy show that he would do that would sell out if he was good or fucking bad.
Yeah.
Just like it was. Jackie was not funny. Artie's a funny guy, but
he's not the best comedian.
Not the best comedian ever.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve to be. I shouldn't say he doesn't deserve, but I don't think that he's the caliber to do a $300,000 New Year's Eve night show. You know what I mean?
Lang, you're talking about right now?
Yeah, but he did that every New Year's Eve for 8 years that he was on the Stern show.
What happened with him on the Stern show? I never heard that story.
He tried to kill himself.
Already tried to kill himself?
Yeah, he tried. Well, obviously he never got over his drug problem, but he never got over his drug problem. So he always had a drug problem. And Artie, like, he's just a fucking. It seems to me that like he's got an awful self-destruct mechanism. Like he can't stand that he's doing well.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah. So and he tried to kill himself on the Christmas break of the one show. They took their Christmas break for the week or whatever. And then he never came back. Like they came back from Christmas break and Artie wasn't on. And Howard
he probably thought that like all they would do is just rip him about trying to kill him fucking self.
No, they knew that he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
But nobody was talking about it because nobody was talking about it. But then somebody leaked it to the Daily News and it was in the paper. Yeah. So then Howard came on the air and he had to read it because it was in the paper. So he had to talk about it. But he never came back to the show from that,
It's one of the best Artie Lang moments on Howard Stern, I would say. They had this porn star and her name was Crystal Clear.
I know the skit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's literally the best thing ever. Like, she gets mad at no one. Everyone's making fun of her the whole time.
Everybody, yeah.
But she only gets mad at Artie to the point where Howard's like, all right, just leave. Like, she doesn't like you. Just fucking leave it. Artie is ripping on her hard, right? So Artie goes into the back office and calls pretending to be her manager.
Who's a black guy, by the way.
Yeah, he's like, Crystal Clear, what up, baby? I'm glad that racist motherfucker gone, that motherfucking piece of shit. And she's like, is that whatever his fuck is?
Is that you, Ray Ray?
Yeah, is that you, Ray Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, you crazy, Ray Ray? Yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, fuck Artie Lang, man, that motherfucker. And he talks to her for like 10 minutes. It's
hilarious.
It's brilliant.
You should listen to that. Yeah. Well, the Lord of the Anal Ring Toss was pretty good too. that was pretty good.
How did he pull off all that shit on just like normal fucking public radio, man?
I don't know. I mean, well,
he knew how to do it. Like that was.
He was fucking brilliant about how he said things and how they, worded things that he got away with a lot. But
the movie Private Parts was fucking. You're just sitting there like, how are you saying that shit on radio? Like, how are you getting what? Like, just hanging out with like a naked porn star.
The
and shit?
weird thing is though, like how the world has changed with media, because things that they said, there were times where the N-word was getting used like crazy. They talked about anal sex and stuff like that. And
Howard Stern was using the N-word on the radio?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard R.
Hard R. Hard R.
How are they possibly getting away with that?
Because
Ratings.
it was always in the context of a joke. Right? So this is a joke. It's not real. It's part of a joke. Now, obviously, that stuff doesn't fly. But, in the 80s and the early 90s, plus Howard was a genius in that he had a black woman on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Robin, I just need
So
you.
you can say it was a joke. Well, why would I say that seriously? My partner is a black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a joke. So it was always in the context
You
of
don't
a
think
joke.
that shit bothered her?
It had to have, but I think $15 million a year will clear your head of anything. Say nigger again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I also think she fucking loved all of it too. Like maybe that stuff like that bothered her.
And I mean,
but
I don't
like,
think Howard's a racist in any way.
no.
It really is a joke. And he really thinks that people should be able to say whatever the hell they want. And if you're going to get offended by it, then don't listen to my show.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember the first time I saw Howard. It was before I listened to him in the morning on the radio. I would like skip school and listen to him.
Watching E probably late at night.
Yeah, and I remember I was like flipping through the channels, and all of a sudden there's this broad in a bikini with a dildo strapped to her head, and she's on what's this haggard ass little mini golf strip that they made in studio, and they're playing dildo mini golf, and all these strippers have giant dildos on their head, and they're fucking whacking this golf ball down the fucking thing. And I remember going, what the fuck? And my dad's like, what are you watching? I was like, and I remember looking up, and he kind of looked at me, and he went, go to bed. So he definitely started watching it, but like,
Dude, my dad was taping Howard for a while. I think it was when he was on A.
so
Yeah,
funny.
I watch this shit all the
Yeah.
time. They had the thing they did. Then they started doing this thing where they brought in basically like a wooden alpine chair, and they would strap a girl to it, and they called it the tickle chair, right? So they'd start tickling her feet. Then like Stuttering John and Gary would come out with a vibrating dildo on a stick. And they just start like poking a chick strapped to an alpine chair with a vibrator, like on a stick. You know, like it was
How they get
retarded.
away with that weird ass shit, man? I mean,
wonder what
it's
it's like-
fucking funny, but
I wonder what it's like now.
They used to have- dude, they used to have chicks-
Very
well-
politically correct now. I've heard.
Oh, really?
It's really like.
Well, he can get away with it now because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's fucking
well,
Howard
now he's
Stern.
on Sirius. He could do whatever he wants. But I think like he tried to like, you know, he's like fucking 65. You know what I mean?
Why is he
So,
still doing it for?
I don't know. When
Call it a day. Go
made
hang out in
$1
the
billion,
Bahamas or something.
just
Yeah.
stop.
dude,
you know?
they used to have chicks fucking sit on the what is it like the Sabian?
The Sibian.
Or Sibian,
Yeah.
whatever it is. They,
Dude, Carmen
Taylor
Electra
Sibian.
rode
Carmen
that
Electra,
thing.
yeah, on air.
Tara Patrick. You know, a bunch of famous porn stars, including Carmen Electra, Octomom.
Carmen Electra was a porn star?
Carmen Electra was never a porn star.
No. A bunch of porn stars, and also Carmen
okay,
Electra.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I definitely saw that when I was younger. That was definitely something I
couple
fucking
of other,
searched in a porn website like a
couple
good
of
2 or
other
3
girls.
times.
And a bunch of regular chicks, too.
Like Carmen Electra, you can kind of see because she's got some stuff where she's topless randomly here or there.
Yeah.
Bring it up. When was the
One of
last time we saw it?
Look at the first thing that you pull up on my phone is Howard Stern YSP. Like, I still listen to his old shows. I fucking love it. But the one that actually, you know,
How he would just get like regular
go to
chicks that would
Pornhub
never do
for this.
something like fucked up and like they
you know,
fuck-
what he used it. I'm surprised he's not in trouble for raping all these broads. Just in the way he raped them in the fucking doing
thing
stuff.
that I'm saying, right? The way the world is today, right? What's going on in the world today? I shouldn't say the way the world is today. A lot of women are coming out talking about the bad shit that's happened to them.
you would think Howard Stern would have got.
You
fucked
would
for
have
something.
thought that he would have done that. Like that's where you were going. You would have thought he would have got fucking popped for something like that. But he
was just
never did.
watching.
Because it was all the show, though. I think it was all revolving around the show and comedy. He
don't
wasn't
know.
like that in his real life.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I wonder
guessing.
if Howard Stern was like ever like a rapey piece of shit though. I don't think he
so.
would be.
I don't think so. Listen, he stayed married and faithful to his wife for.
No, didn't they divorce because he was cheating on her?
No, they just got a divorce before he started cheating on her. I think either that or he paid her a good amount of money to. This was the hottest chick
He doesn't
I've
have kids,
ever.
does he?
3 daughters.
No, yeah, he had kids. He started having kids in like the
How
beginning.
fucking ugly you think those kids are, huh?
The big Jew noses and stuff.
Hottest chick I've ever seen ride the Sibian on the Stern Show.
Now this is definitely not censored, so
It's on Pornhub.
yeah. But wasn't this when obviously this would be censored, but this was on
it
E?
was Howard TV. It was uncensored. This was
Now is this just a porn star?
No, it's
I knocked over on this.
some model. Hot as shit though.
It's
Oh,
a
she's
mo-
naked as fuck.
Yeah. No, this is so when he went to satellite, you remember Cablevision had on demand?
I'll be over here. I'm just
So
gonna
it was-
watch this.
It was Howard. It was Howard on demand. So it was a pay service. You paid $10 a month, and you would
It was
get
worth
all the-
$10.
but it was uncensored Howard TV.
Dude, what's a worse job, do you think? So watching this video. You can hear it going, right?
there with the microphone. What's
The guy standing with the microphone. That's awkward as fuck, huh?
How is that guy not constantly erect?
So you know
Solid question.
Gary Baba Booey, right? He was often the guy that had to be in the shot to
Mic her up.
He's also one of the
videotape
worst
this shit.
opening day or worst pitches of all
Opening day
time.
pitch.
Yeah.
So Howard got so distracted by Baba Booey's ugly face in the shot all the time that he would make him wear a welder's mask or a beekeeper's mask, so he didn't have to look at his face.
Dude,
while
that
he was
guy's
standing
teeth,
there
man.
with the mic. But yeah, I fucking
Baba Booey.
I like grew up on Howard Stern. I remember being a kid watching him. You guys don't even know that he had a show on Channel 9 before E. Next time you got nothing to do and you're on YouTube, YouTube Howard Channel 9. And they did all these skits where like Howard would it was like erogenous Star Trek. So like I don't know, like Gary was Spock, Howard was James T. Kirk, and Robin was Uhura, and it was like just this whole like fucked up sordid scenario. It was funny stuff. It was funny. The channel. 9
I
show.
definitely remember like skipping school. I'm like, all right, I think my dad went to work.
Yeah.
I got it today. I ain't going to fucking school. I would just turn Howard on the radio.
Yeah.
On fucking what was that? K-Rock.
K-Rock.
Yeah, K-Rock back
Yep.
in the day.
In the morning.
So what's he like now in Sirius? It's not too good.
I kind of stopped listening because I don't pay for Sirius anymore.
Yeah.
So I haven't listened to Howard for a while, but I listened.
Bring
to,
the mic back to you, bud.
I listened to.
You can bring
I'm
it.
sorry, I keep.
No, it's
forgetting.
okay, dude. You can lean back and bring it back.
No. I got it now. Let me adjust it. All right.
There you go.
So I listened to some.
You
of
seem
the old
comfortable
shows. I listened to some of the old shows on YouTube, and it's really
Let's
politically
take a shot at
correct.
Joe figuring the mic out.
Politically correct and boring. It's not funny like it used to be.
I mean, I can understand politically correct, like you
It's
know.
still entertaining because
Yeah.
he's good at what he does. He's
Oh,
good at
God.
speaking and public speaking.
I just
Back to hemorrhoids
Yeah, I went to
Right
open my
back to the
fucking
picture.
from that
Google.
great like Sibian video to hemorrhoids.
Yeah. This
Oh no,
one
you didn't have the Sibian video. That was him.
I opened my phone to this.
genital herpes.
We never figured out exactly what a hemorrhoid was, right? It was just
It doesn't
basically a
matter.
pink sock.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
It bleeds. It's pussy and it hurts.
Now, how do you get it? You just wipe too hard, or So I
think
wanna
some
prevent,
people
bro.
Some people are It's
Maybe-
never good to sit on the toilet. For
you want to do a
extended
5K
period
for
of time.
hemorrhoids so we can get some awareness going? Because I
I
want to
think
know
we
what's
should
going
raise
on.
money.
We should.
I think we should raise money for anal awareness. Anal awareness. We could just call it anal awareness.
Yeah, but people are just.
Well, hemorrhoids is what are you going to call it? Hemorrhoid awareness? Nobody wants to hear
People
that.
know about those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Just want to know how to prevent it because I can't be dealing with that, man. I sit all day. I sit and drive Lyft. I
It's not
I
good
do
for
IT.
people
I
that
sit.
sit all the time. It's not good.
That's what I mean. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna bring like one of those fucking donuts to work.
You may have to get a
Hey
donut.
Dan, what's wrong, you old fat fuck? I have a hemorrhoid, you skinny young prick.
Sometimes hemorrhoids lead to fissures and festulas.
Fesculus?
What's all those words that start with
Anal
F?
festula.
You're saying a lot of big words. It's disrespectful to the podcast.
So your anus can your intestine, right, which is the thing that the poop comes out of your butthole.
That I very much do know.
It can shoot. It can have little offshoots that
Where poo
flower
goes somewhere
off
else.
and then make holes in your butt, and you have like these little shit holes in your butt that start.
You are kidding me right now.
Yeah, Google festula.
Dude, that sounds...
It's horrifying.
I'm just trying to find this video.
Dude, why does that happen? That's the most fucked thing I've ever heard in my
Could lead
life.
to
That's
Crohn's
up there.
disease is horrible. It's horrible.
That alone is horrible.
So you have
What disease?
Crohn's disease.
That's when you shit yourself all the time, right?
yeah, but you can get a fistula that like it's like
Dude,
little
listen to this, bro.
branches of your intestine making holes in your butt, so you shit out of like 3 holes instead of 1. But
It's like a pastry bag, almost like a.
But it's really small. The holes are really small.
Yeah, like a pastry bag. Yeah.
So when people say
like brown
they have
spaghetti.
like anal leakage, a lot of times they have a fistula, and it's just constantly leaking.
This is not having me
Shit
have a good
fluid.
time, gentlemen.
You'll be
I'm
all
just
Yeah,
imagine having that, dude.
you'll make it. It's horrible.
It sounds horrific. I just
How could you ever have a normal sex life? You can't even go to work.
what do you
Really,
do?
your ass is constantly leaking, right?
Yeah,
I can't
depends
imagine.
on,
You
you
may, you'd have to wear a diaper. Otherwise, you'll have shit stains on your pants all the time. They smell.
I think I'd off myself probably.
I might kill myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and I don't mean to steal this from Bill Burr, but I really do think about killing myself from like the littlest things.
I don't want to deal
Like
with
it's
that.
never like,
make
my
a pie.
It's like it's never like my house going into foreclosure.
Yeah.
I lost my job. Like I'll figure it out. It's just little things like that, like anal leakage.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna kill
I'm
myself.
gonna kill myself.
It's it's getting me sad. We need to move on to a new topic, gentlemen.
What's that disease you get from ticks now? You can't eat red meat.
Lyme's disease?
No, it's a disease you get from ticks. It's not Lyme's disease, but it you can't eat red meat. You're
I would kill
allergic to
myself.
red meat from it. I'd probably kill myself.
Yeah, I would kill myself.
I mean, buffalo wings aren't red meat, but you get the point. I'd probably kill myself.
Saying I can't eat a steak, I can't eat ground beef.
This is fucking
Can't have a
America.
fucking burger.
No disease is telling me I
Yeah.
can't eat red meat.
I'm gonna eat a burger.
I'm gonna eat as many burgers as I can until I die.
You know what I saw the other day when I was I got Butcher Box. You know that shit they bring the meat
Still?
to your door. Well, I only get it every few months.
I
Like
never heard of that one.
It's they do it's like a grass fed organic meat to your door. I really focus on the meat to my door thing, but they have so many like choice of what you can get. It's fucking great, and they just started doing filet mignon, dude.
So it's
So-
better than Omaha steaks.
I think
know-
it's the same, essentially. No, I don't think Omaha is Omaha. I don't know if they're are
Omaha.
they grass fed.
I don't know.
I don't think
No,
they're. I
don't
think it's just
they're
like they
grass-fed.
send you steaks.
Yeah, they
This-
send you steaks.
This I got it was like I was listening to a podcast and it was like a crazy coupon to make it like super cheap or whatever the fuck
You
it
got
was.
like bacon for a year, right, or something.
Well, here's the deal. They offer deals every now and then for like $20 or $30. And if you just decide to spend the money then, you get it for the rest of the time. So I have free bacon for life with everything I get. You get to pick between I think it's 6 different things you pick.
What do you mean free bacon for life?
Every single Butcher Box I get a package of bacon. Now I just signed up for free wings for life and free ground beef for life. So you got to think, you pick 6 things to go in your box. If you do the custom thing, or you can pick like a beef with
Pre-made
chicken
box,
mix or whatever,
yeah.
and it's like $30 cheaper, but I like to pick exactly what I want if I have some stuff still in the freezer. So when you pay, it's like $20 or $30 at a clip when you do this, but it's just that one-time payment. And for the life of you with Butcher Box, you'll get that item. So at this point, from now on, I'm going to be getting like 3 pounds of wings, 2 pounds of chopped meat, and a package of bacon, and then like my 6 items that I get to choose because of those one-time deals that I it's like $20-$30. But if you're going to just stick with Butcher Box, it's worth it. At that point, it's like you're getting it for free. You know what I mean? After a certain point or whatever. But I mean,
No, that's
it's,
worth
it's
it. That's a better deal than Omaha steaks, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, Omaha steaks.
I think it's Omaha.
dude, it's you think it's like frozen meat, this and that, or whatever. And I don't know if it's grass fed or if it's just really good meat or whatever the fuck it is. But dude, I pull out a fucking steak.
Organic.
Yeah, and I pull out a steak, I fucking defrost it in like 5 minutes. I fucking throw it on the pan, cook it. Dude, it's some of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. It's fucking
There's
great.
nothing better than a nice piece of meat. Really.
Yeah, dude, it's
really well cooked steak, and
I heard
it makes you
jerking
want
off
to eat
with baby
asparagus
powder,
though.
yeah. I heard that's up there as well. Dude, you can ask my girlfriend every time I make a
You
steak.
guys need to fucking do that.
I'm gonna give her a go. I'll give her a go.
You need to try it.
Give you some baby powder before you test it out, so it's not
I'm not gonna put it back in.
My only advice is
Save
make sure
it.
You got to think and use your head. Don't
Put
use,
like a towel down.
Don't use gold bonds. medicated.
Oh, yeah,
powder.
that icy
That's
hot.
not good.
Yeah, that'll fucking hurt your dick.
You need to use regular baby powder, all right? I know you guys. I don't know you very well. He's an idiot.
If he's friends with me,
Yeah.
that means
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
could
fucking
be dangerous. Just
Yeah,
don't
oh, yeah.
use the medicated baby powder. Regular baby powder.
So what are you gonna do with the fillet, man? Your fillet's coming. What are you gonna do with him? You gonna bake a wrap him? Make a little blue cheese crumble on top.
I mean, if you want to suggest some kind of, I mean, that already sounds amazing. What you were just saying.
Yeah.
If you want to suggest some kind, I mean, I probably would have thrown them in a pan just like I always do with like a salt, pepper, onion, garlic, butter type of medium rare,
You should
medium
make
type thing.
a compound butter with it. I'll make something for you, I think.
What's that? Like a place you hide when the nuclear war comes? Compound.
Yeah, but there's butter everywhere.
It's a lot
I'm
of
in.
butter.
No, so
Take
I'll make
my
you a
money.
butter. So like, I'll it's almost like you saute. So let's say we'll do a port wine shallot compound butter. So I'll take shallots. I'll saute.
These words are almost too big for the podcast. You gotta relax. here,
It'll
bud.
come together. I'll
Port-
saute it right in some butter. A little fucking port wine there. Deglaze the pan, and then I'll take that butter.
Fuck you. You filling up the headlight fluid in the rotor girder, bro?
I'm just saying, put it aside. So
Yeah,
it
you gotta be a
kinda
cunt
cools.
about it. You gotta be, oh, deglaze. Like anybody
You deglaze
knows
the
what that
pan.
means.
I deglazed the pan.
Yeah,
Deglaze
cause
the pan.
we all know you're a cook. Don't be a cunt about it, dude. Just
All the shit on the
a
bottom.
quick explanation.
So when you're cooking something, all the shit that looks like it's burning on the bottom, it's not actually burnt until it's burnt. When you deglaze it, you pour some kind of liquid in there, so wine or water. Or
Stops like
whatever.
garlic when you're making sauce, so you stop it from burning.
Right, and it'll get all that burnt stuff off the pan, and then that goes into the flavor of the sauce. So you do it with the butter, and then once it cools off, you roll it up.
So you
Freeze
deglaze
it.
with the butter.
Deglaze it with well, in this sense, port wine.
And then you add butter.
Oh, then you turn the heat off and let it become a solid.
You let the butter become a solid again, and then you roll it up in like a parchment paper or something, freeze it, and then when you're ready for your steak, so you cook your steak however you want, cut a little cube of that fucking butter off, like a little 1/4-inch cube of that
And
butter
the only
off.
thing is just wine and butter.
And shallots, just for this one, well, you could do all sorts of different ones, but that's just the one I would make you. I can make you whatever you want. And then right as you're finishing that steak, you just put that little piece of butter right on top of it,
Oh, I know what you're
and
saying.
it
Yeah.
slowly melts over that whole thing. What's
Now I
up,
want a
bitch?
fucking steak.
Yeah, dude. I'll make you some compound butter. I'll hook you up. You like shallots? You like port wine?
Sure.
Garlic herb. I can make you. I can make whatever. I'll make you something.
Just do something, man.
I'll make you
I'll
something.
put it on top of the steak after.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what this fucking, because I really think there really is a difference with like a grass fed fucking meat. I mean, I could tell you right now, dude, the meat's frozen. You would think it would suck, and it's fucking tastic. Like it's better than any piece of meat I ever snagged in a supermarket, like hands down.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's probably
1,000%.
fresher.
It's I mean I don't know. I mean it sits in the freezer, but that's one of the best. That's one of the best things I like about it because it never goes to waste. That would always happen to me. Like I'd just be so busy that I wouldn't cook the meat in time. It would go to waste. Huge fucking waste of money, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's nice that it's like an all organic, grass fed. They fucking kill it in some type of humane way. I mean that's nice and all. That's not going to stop me from eating meat in general, but it's nice to know anyway. But I'm paying for the convenience of the fact that one, it comes to my door, and two, it's fucking they vacuum seal it and it's frozen. So I'm just when I feel like having it, I fucking defrost it for a few minutes. That's a wrap, and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
I have a. I mean that's a great thing, but I have a membership to that place, Restaurant Depot.
Oh, do you really? That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, you used to have a restaurant
Yeah, and
for like a year and a half, 2 years, right?
I've
You ran a restaurant? You own one?
You owned one.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a restaurant. I served a variety of sliders and a variety of French fries and deep fried hot dogs. I made my own chili.
Sounds awesome, dude.
Oh, it was fantastic. But I mean, I'm not. It's it's a fast food place more so than a restaurant.
No, don't pay him any respect. He's a cunt, man. You're good.
I'm not. It's not about a respect. I mean, it's a restaurant. Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't anything complicated. It was good
What
stuff.
happened?
I sold it because I couldn't. You know you're in the business, right? So
Yeah.
if you ever want to be able to pay somebody enough money to trust that they're not going to rob you because it's a cash business,
Yeah.
you got to pay them a decent wage. And I never made enough money to pay somebody a decent wage. And I'm very like panicky, like it's my business. You know what I mean? So I was there. I was working 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. And I did it for as long as I could until I was going to kill myself. And I was like, I can't do it. So I just,
I don't,
stopped.
that's
sold it
that
off.
happens a lot, man.
Yeah. It was never successful enough to where I would be able to do that and feel comfortable not being there.
Right.
And I knew that I couldn't keep that pace up. I just knew it. So I had to do something else. Yeah, you can't.
You can, but you're going to be fucking miserable. And what's the fucking point?
Yeah, it was too much, And, maybe if I would have closed a couple of days, but I didn't want to do that either because there wasn't any days that were really good to close, It was like, it was good business. We had, it was good. We had good food, got a lot of good reviews. It was a lot of fun. All I did was smoke pot under the giant hood in the kitchen and, make sliders. We did like chicken teriyaki sliders and barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken, pulled pork.
There you go.
I wonder if you closed like maybe like every
Sliders like white manna.
Like I wonder if you. I mean, most people say. I feel like they say if you close any days at all, like you're fucking up. Like I wonder even if you were able to just close like a Monday or something where like
that's the
that
thing.
gave you that day off because we've all done it a million times. We've all worked 6 days a week for a long amount of time. Like
places that are open long enough to figure out what their slowest day is, then they can close on that day.
They also say a sign of a failing restaurant is when they start closing Mondays.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Like places that are good and busy, they're open 7 days a week.
Yeah, they say if you're busy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the rest of the days take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there's that I mean I don't know if it's still there, but I forgot what it's called, but it's that seafood buffet place on Macapin. It's only open Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Weaver Road, where my ex-girlfriend Ann used to live, Weaver Road?
Yeah.
Where Shady Lake or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, come to the end of that on Macapin. I think you take a left out of Weaver and you go down a little bit, like not even like a half a mile. I'm pretty sure it's still open. They're only open Friday, Saturday, Sundays. It's like a really nice seafood buffet type of place. They're open 3 days a week and they fucking, if I'm not mistaken, they're still fucking going, dude. So if you're imagine being that good, only open 3 days a week.
Well, that's different kind of niche too, huh? You're just like, fuck it, weekends only, fuck off.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like a big restaurant. It ain't no like fucking 10, 15 table. It's a big restaurant and it's fucking buffet too, which I don't know what the complications that go with that are probably
you just
crazy.
Keep cooking the same thing. The beautiful thing about that is that there's nothing different. You're just making the same shit and you just keep putting it out.
Yeah. But I think they did dinners too because you got to think seafood. Like I'm sure people are gonna like want a lobster and
but
or
again,
whatever.
Like, what's the there's not a lot of variety in that.
But I think they did a buffet and they did like normal dinners as well. I think they had both.
A la carte and a little buffet.
Well, I don't think it was a little buffet. It was like a nice. This is the buffet. I don't know if I ever told you a story. This is my brother Steve. I don't know if he like graduated or something or what. Maybe it was his birthday, but he really wanted to go to this place, the seafood buffet.
Can we start calling him Ottoman Steve?
We should. Ottoman Steve. So he really wanted seafood. So this is where we went all as a family. And Will was still alive at this point, and he didn't like seafood at all. And he just got like those big wooden bowls that like they put salad in. They mix up salad in. He somehow found one of those and filled it up with chocolate pudding. And ate like a quarter of it. That's what happened. I'm surprised I never told you that story.
When's the last time you had pudding?
I don't know.
Did you draw a little bit? You can fuck with pudding, dude.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I can't think of the last time I was like,
I don't know.
like I've had Jello. I mean, we did Jello shots like fucking Halloween. We were handing them out.
Oh, well, you're not going out of your way for pudding. I hear you on that. But if you fucking stumble across pudding when you're drawing,
you gonna fuck with it?
Fuck yeah, dude.
No, you remember pudding pops?
Yeah.
Those things are fucking
Well, see,
dope.
you wake up with one of those in your ass hanging out with Bill Cosby. You gotta watch the fuck out.
That'd be weird, yeah.
He's saying pudding's in your ass.
Good thing.
The dogs are scooping and fucking.
Oh yeah, you mix the stack packs with the vanilla and the chocolate in there, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mix it up.
Pudding's a. Like I said, I ain't going out of my way for pudding, but if I come across it, a little.
Actually, I wish I had some the other day, but it's not pudding. It's like the correct term, like the correct French term for.
Is it flan?
No. It's
What is flan then?
Does it have to do with gelatin?
No. You make pudding. It's not. There's a name for it. I can't remember it right now. But I had the other day and it was fucking retarded.
Dude, how about they call it something? I forgot what it is, but it's like broken up like Oreo cookie, pudding, gummy worms.
Oh, mud pies.
Or whatever,
Or
yeah,
dirt
but
pies.
dirt something,
pie,
earth,
yeah.
earth, fucking pudding or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, just fucking Oreo pieces flying past your head, gummy worms in your nose and shit. That's fucking fantastic, dude. Boy, that was like that one time at like field day in elementary school. That shit be out in the sun, or you didn't give a fuck. You just went at it, bro.
I'm eating that.
You're a grown adult over the age of 30 at this point. You ain't just making mud flaps or whatever the fuck they call them, or pudding earth pie or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you come across that shit, you fucking stop in your tracks, cancel the rest of your day, and you fucking...
Have you ever had pudding? No, frozen though.
Yeah.
I know you have.
Oh, all right.
like a, I don't know, like a pudding pop, or we just...
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. The fruity pop's better.
What's a fruity pop?
Well, I guess like a fucking an ice pop, like a
bomb pop.
Why are we blowing up?
You don't know. Bomb pop. It's the one that was like red, white, and
Here,
blue.
push your
Ooh, the
thing
red,
in
white,
there.
and blues, huh?
Yeah,
There you go. Oh, they call that a bomb pop?
they did when I was a kid.
Probably until
You can't say
fucking
bomb nowadays. Dude.
You can't yell fire on a plane, bomb on a plane.
bomb, 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 bomb.
What was that? Seinfeld? What was
No, that was Meet the Fockers, I think. Or no,
that's right. It was.
Was it Meet the Fockers or was
No,
the
it
first?
was Meet the Fockers. It was Ben.
It was Ben Stiller, yeah.
It was Ben Stiller, but maybe it wasn't Meet the Fockers. I don't
Well,
know.
no, because what is it? What's the first movie called? Is it Meet the Fockers?
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
Oh, Meet
yeah.
the Parents. Yeah, okay.
Then
So
the
I'm sorry. I think it was
Fockers
Meet
are
some
his
Parents.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 3 of them. Was there 3 of them?
I think.
I don't know.
There was 3.
That was a decent enough. Like the first one was like a decent enough movie.
Absolutely. I
was pretty
liked
good.
them all. I even liked the one with Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand. You know, whatever.
I definitely watched it. I like Ben Stiller. He's pretty decent.
I can't stand Ben Stiller.
Dude, Something About Mary is a great fucking movie, dude. Come on
But
now.
you know what though?
Not because of Ben Stiller though.
He was
but,
the worst part of the movie.
Yeah, but he.
And I don't mean like he was bad, but he was the least funny thing in the movie.
Like, I can't think of a time where Ben Stiller's been something I went, fucking Ben Stiller's. Oh, thank God Ben Stiller was in that.
Remember?
Oh, yeah,
did you
well,
ever
I'm not
see,
saying that either.
Did you ever see Reality Bites?
No.
No.
Probably one of the worst movies ever. And
Was
it
Ben
was
Stiller
like,
in it?
It was
It was
big
co-star Ben Stiller and fucking Paul Rudd, I
vehicle.
bet. Yeah.
No Paul Rudd.
He hates
wasn't
Paul Rudd.
involved
He's a
in that
cunt,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
I probably hate Ben's. Well, no, I don't hate Ben Stiller, but he's like worse than Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Ben
I would
Stiller
say.
might be worse.
Like, I can't think of any time I went, oh, Ben Stiller was so funny in that.
See, I like Paul Rudd though. I think Paul Rudd's pretty good, man.
Well, that's
Ben
fine.
Stiller supposedly just did something that was really good. I don't know if it's like an HBO thing or a Showtime thing but he's directing it. He's not in it. He's directing it. And it's supposedly it's very good.
Every Ben Stiller movie goes like this. Hey, I'm Ben Stiller. Everyone hates him. And he awkwardly tries to fight through it. And no one likes him. And all this shit keeps happening to him.
Well, that's like I mean,
What was that movie with
What are you gonna say
him
about
and-
Will Ferrell? Because he's the same fucking character in every movie, and he's hilarious.
Hysterical.
Yeah,
though.
Well, Step
But he's the
Brothers was
same, but-
fantastic.
yeah.
I
no,
wouldn't say Will Ferrell's. He is, but like, he's fucking funny, dude.
Will Ferrell is hilarious. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're basing your hatred on Ben Stiller off of being like, oh, he's the same character, and
But
everybody's
he's
gonna
not
fight.
funny.
Yeah,
The
he's not
character's
funny
not
at all.
funny.
Yeah.
Tries to be.
You know. Yeah.
I would say you're right.
Oh, Zoolander, he was pretty good in, dude.
That was
Zoolander's a
pretty
funny
good.
movie. You didn't like Zoolander?
They made
Oh, you
a
know,
new
I
one,
never
didn't
saw
they?
it,
Or
so
I
they-
think, but I don't know if anybody gave a shit
didn't
about
see
it.
Yeah. I didn't see
Because Dumb and Dumber 2 was an absolute failure. Joe Dirt 2 was like, so Zoolander 2, everybody's like, oh, I'm going to watch this. Dude, what happened to the subtlety that was alive in the 90s/early 2000s? When you think about Joe Dirt and Dumb and Dumber, especially Dumb and Dumber, the movie came on TV the other day. I was like, babe, do not change this fucking channel right now. We need to watch the shit out of this movie. The subtlety alone, like Dumb and Dumber 2, it was almost like they just tried to take stuff that was funny about Dumb and Dumber and just like force it like in your face and like, this is the joke and it's funny. It's like, no,
Did they
dude.
make a Dumb and Dumber movie that wasn't
Dumb and Dumber
guy, the Daniels.
It was
guy
supposed to be
and
them
Jim
when they were
Carrey.
kids.
Right.
But that wasn't the same director. That wasn't the same director.
There, yeah. Here's why Will Ferrell is. We don't have to listen to all this, but here's why Will Ferrell.
Oh,
there.
put down your plums. I already know he's gonna play from Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, two one plums.
The car dealership, Leslie, whatever the fuck his name is. That show was great. I loved Eastbound and Down.
What's going on here?
And what happened?
Double retired. Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen, with a light blue hue to them, fresh and juicy, ready for the picking. All the school children are lining up to put them in their sack lunches. Hey, that plum looks good. Can I trade it for your Twinkie? No, these are my plums. I want to bite into that plum and let the juice spill down my chin. You know what I mean? All the while.
All the while.
Everyone's saying...
They're bloopers.
I want the juice to spill.
Craig Robertson, the black guy, he's fucking hilarious.
So funny
He's
too.
Hilarious.
If I recall correctly, my plum, beautiful bluish hue, the sun just dancing right off of them, just nice.
The sun.
Getting ready to take them to market.
He just shows his face right.
I can feel it down in my plums.
I've been watching The Office lately again, dude, and
He's great in that.
What's
Not Will
his name?
Ferrell, the black guy.
yeah.
Craig Robertson. Yeah.
Will Ferrell was actually. I mean, me and my girlfriend, I think we're going to get to it when Steve Carell leaves. I think we're going to actually keep watching and see what it's like, even though it kind of sucked. But
Will Ferrell was in The Office?
he becomes the office manager. And like,
That's
and you
probably a
would,
disaster.
that's what I'm saying. You would think it'd be like amazing, but like the whole time you're just
It's
like,
not his-
why isn't this Steve Carell?
It's
Like,
not
you're-
his...
Well, they tried
His
so many
niche.
different
Yeah.
people. Even James Spader did it for a minute.
Jim Carrey was
Steve
on the episode
Carell.
where he got fucking interviewed when they interviewed.
Yeah.
Because it's an episode where that girl, that one chick, where he finally decides he's just going to quit and move with her and, you know, and whatever. I think he comes back once or twice. There's the part when the guy, Andy, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the
Andy
show.
takes over
Andy eventually,
for a little
I remember
while.
seeing. So we're, you know, we started in like
I think
season.
I got 5 seasons. I got like 5 or 6 seasons in on that, I think.
Mose is my favorite character.
Dwight's brother, dude.
Bro. Fucking Mose.
I'm pretty excited to continue to watch it and like get the episodes I haven't seen because I like the show a lot. But the show it's all about like the first like I don't know like 4 or 5 seasons. You know, even the first 3 seasons are like all like fucking perfect. But the inside jokes build really well too in the show. I saw an article the other day. People were complaining saying like the fucking Office is racist and it wouldn't fly nowadays.
It's not fucking racist nowadays. I hate it.
How is the fucking Office racist?
Well, because every joke Steve
All the
Carell
black
makes,
guys
it all
work
put
in
like
the warehouse?
everything. It's all like just blatant fucking sexism and racism, but that's the whole point. It's like this weird, awkward dude.
Inappropriate dude.
Yeah, that's people are stupid, man.
I don't know. Everybody really, they need to fucking lighten the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like seriously, nobody
time.
cares that you're fucking gay. And if people do care that you're fucking gay, fuck them.
Yeah.
Nobody
Right.
cares that you're fucking black. And if somebody cares that you're fucking black, fuck them.
Right.
Fuck them.
I mean,
No, I hear
Do
you,
they
dude.
pay your bills? Like, do these people pay your fucking bills? Shut the fuck
like
up.
I can get like
Holy
minorities
shit.
and like, you know, people like with, you know, the whole LGBT and gay people and stuff and how they're treated. Like, and I can understand. Well, I don't understand, obviously, but I can understand where they're coming from, like how it pisses them off hearing people say negative shit about them all the time. But like, I've been a fat fuck my whole life. I've always heard negative shit about fat people the entire time.
And I gotta deal with that.
Yeah, and I just,
but now,
I just don't care.
If I
Like,
hear
it is-
another person, if I have to hear another person say, "Oh, need me to get you a stool so you can reach that?"
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
Like,
fucking shut the fuck
Bro,
up. I don't
the
care.
one kitchen I worked in,
Yeah.
they literally bought me a little pink stool.
he's short too, if you didn't notice.
They kept the huge plastic wrap on top of the one fridge. They're like, oh, you can't reach it? And like then next week they're like, dude, we got your stool so you can go. And at first I was like, oh, that's kind of cool actually because I can use that.
Yeah.
And they pull out this little pink stool.
That's pretty funny.
Here you go, you fairy. You no
short
wings,
gay
you
guy.
wingless fairy.
Yeah. And it's like, everybody has to put up with, whatever it is that you got to put up
it's
with in
fucking
your
funny.
life. Just
You
get
can't
over it.
fat shame. Jim Jeffries does a great fat shaming skit.
I think comedians as a whole all group together about like fat shaming and the fact that they're not going to stop doing it. Like every single one of them, I feel.
Stop eating a donut. Like I can't call you fat because you ate 3 jelly donuts for breakfast. You fucking fat fuck.
Yeah.
Just choke down a salad and take a walk.
Bill Burr does one, but Jim Jeffries does a good one. Fat shaming. What fat shaming? You can't shame fat people. And who said I'm shaming them? I'm making fun of them. I'm fucking fat right now. I'm not obese, but I'm fat, right? Yeah. What would you call me? I got a big gut,
It's weird though, because you kind of wear it well. Like, you looked weird when you were skinny, dude.
I did look weird when I was skinny.
Like, real weird.
I keep telling my girlfriend that.
Yeah. Hoping it works on her.
I don't know. I just the oversensitivity issue in this country right now that was really sickening. It really
It's
is
sickening, but I also love it to the fence. But like, cool guy.
There's a difference between black guys like specifically constantly getting gunned down by policemen all the time, and a comedian like making a black joke. You know what I mean? There's like people. What's the point I'm trying to make is like everybody's mixing it all together.
But
it's
isn't it
like
funny, though?
everything is a fucking problem. It's like, no, man. There's
everything's a big story. Everything is blown out of proportion, right?
well, it's social media now.
And
Everybody
the
can
little-
get every story in like 10 seconds.
This gay black guy who faked
The guy I drove home.
No, the
No,
gay
the
black
guy
guy,
who faked
Jussie Smollett from Empire, that
That guy's
faked
an idiot.
the hate crime. Right, you don't even know because nobody's. How come it's not talked about every minute of every day that guy did that?
Well, I
Why
think
is it like quiet?
I think the funny part about you don't know what he's talking about.
No, but I'm guessing you're making a point here. The fact that
Well, it just seems like if
if it was a
things
real
happen,
hate crime, then I would obviously know everything about
you
it.
would know everything about it, and it was reported as a real hate crime. This actor,
It was though. There was like a 2-week period where people were like,
Oh,
this is
everyone was
bullshit,
outraged.
This
Yeah.
was going on.
that it was fake.
No, before it was fake.
Before when it was still real.
Dude, the dude paid 2 big black guys to beat him up because he was gay or whatever, which he is gay.
He's a gay
as far as
actor.
I know.
and black.
And
I may have heard something about this.
they beat him up and then tied him in a noose.
They put a noose around his neck. Yeah.
So this guy called the cops, and like whenever the cops showed up, which is about an hour after the beating, he still had the noose around his neck when he opened the door.
He also made a comment about, they said, this is MAGA country,
Yeah.
which, why did you pay black guys to beat you up and yell, this is MAGA country?
You know,
what's
how do
what's
you not know
MAGA
about
country? What's that?
Make America great again.
Oh,
Yeah.
this? You don't know about this story? That's
why would black guys say that?
They wouldn't, but that's who he paid to do the crime. And then even told them to look at the cameras to prove, watch the cameras, it happened. Well, wouldn't they show black guys beating you up, moron? Yeah. And why are they going to be yelling MAGA
You listen,
country?
Donna Rollins was on Joe Rogan. You listen to all of that?
A lot of it. I do remember mentioning. That's why I said I was like, oh, I did hear a little bit about this, but.
Yeah.
The
But
point
it's
he's trying to make is
it's
like
out of the news
like
now.
a black comedian mentioning it, or it's on my fucking Facebook feed every other fucking post.
Yeah, but now
There's a
it's
big
out of the
difference.
news because it turns out that the guy's lying, so nobody's talking about it.
Because they don't want to look like a racist white piece
but-
of shit.
But when Roseanne Barr made a fucking joke
Yeah, on
about
Twitter.
some
Accurate joke.
Muslims,
A very accurate
Yeah.
joke.
the bitch gets fired from her show and cast out of Hollywood, you know what I mean? Like she's the devil. Meanwhile, this fucking moron did that shit.
And he's still, he's
And
probably.
And which guy
out of
is
the
this?
news. He's some
He was in the show, the show, The Empire, or
nigger
whatever.
homo. Excuse me.
Oh, look! Oh, you're dropping the hard R. What are you doing? That's a joke.
Whoa, that's a girl having an orgasm on the signal. That popped right back in.
You want to save it for later, man. It's an oldie but goodie, you know? One of those ones you remember?
I'll use it later on with a lot of baby powder.
They don't show her feet close
I
up
was going to
enough,
say
though.
something.
They do show her feet in the video.
Oh, good. Well, I'm saying like close up enough, though, for your liking. You know what I mean? Is it good enough?
So this fucking guy. It pisses me off.
this
It really
fucking guy.
fucking pisses me off.
Okay, yeah, like I barely know who he is, but so why'd he fake it? Why'd he fake
He's
the
a
hate
moron.
crime?
He feels like he should have made more money on his television show, and he thought that this type of stuff is going to like draw some attention to. I don't know how that translates to you getting a higher salary, but he's a moron. But the point is, like, the country is so fucked up right now, man. And I don't know if I hate Donald Trump or I love him.
Yeah.
Because I want to love him because everybody fucking hates him so much. And what the media and all these fucking homo lefties are doing is making people like me want to vote for him just to fuck with them.
I really think more people like him than hate him.
I think so.
And I think there's a lot of people that are like, whatever. Because they don't want to admit they like him.
Right,
because
right,
there's so much hate if you do like him.
And it's crazy that, you know, when you actually like seek out true information about him, you find this whole group of right-wing minorities that like him and appreciate what he's doing because they realize that it's not about race. It's like what he's doing for the country and try to get, you know, a lot of guys that I work with that are Puerto Rican. They're like, you know, everybody yells about the wall, right? And he's a racist animal because he wants to put up a wall. Well, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from Puerto Rico. I came
you're
here.
Italian.
No, not me. The guys that I work with. I am Italian. I'm speaking as if I'm one of them right now.
You could portray a Puerto Rican though.
I could.
Yeah.
I'm swarthy. And but
That
anyway,
word's huge, man.
anyway, these Puerto Rican guys that I work with are like, I'm Puerto Rican. I came here from I'm Mexican. I came here from Mexico, and I became a citizen. So now I pay taxes.
Yeah.
And I have a job. These guys are coming here illegally. They're collecting government funds that is coming out of our taxes. And they could possibly take my job because they'll do it for less. But I went through all the work of becoming a citizen and making roots here. You know what I mean? So why can't they do the same
Nobody
thing?
interviews that guy.
Nobody interviews
because it makes a ton of sense and it goes against the left.
Nobody interviews that guy.
Plain and simple, man.
I fucking hate the news.
I watched pretty much all of, and it's a really good watch, man. It's the owner of Twitter, his like main lawyer.
How was that? 'Cause
it was fucking great, dude.
I don't think I could sit through it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a
Jack?
ton of information.
Is that Jack that everybody refers
Jack
to? Is he the owner of Twitter?
Well, no,
or
it's
the
Tim
CEO
Pool.
of Twitter.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Tim Apple?
yeah.
What time we got, Fudge? Can I
like
go downstairs and
1:30.
get a club soda?
2:11. Yeah, go for it.
It's 2:11.
No, not the time.
Actually,
Well, it's 1:45.
Technically, it is 2:45 because the hour switched, right?
Oh no, you're kidding me.
Yeah, the hour went over.
That's today.
It did, yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So I don't know when does that update on the iPhone?
2
At
o'clock
2
in the
o'clock.
morning.
So at 2 it's going to be 3.
Oh, that sucks cock. Wow, that sucks for you because you have stuff to do. And
Yeah, I
it's my
actually gotta
girlfriend's
start
night
packing
to take the night shift when the baby wakes up. So I'm golden when I go home, bro.
You can just go right to bed, you fuck.
Although, I mean, if I'm up and then she's not old, because she's fucking, she usually gives me a lot of nights too where she's like, no, stay asleep, I'll do it. Because she could be working the evenings now, you know what I mean? So she can try to catch naps and stuff. She helps me out, thank God. Thank God my girlfriend doesn't suck at all.
It seems like you guys are every time I see your pictures, I see a lot of happiness. I'm happy for you.
Yes, thank you very much. It's basically
really
the
great.
exact opposite of the relationship I was in when we worked together.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact.
Yeah.
Remember, think about how I was.
When we first met and you were going out with her, you were very happy to be with her. You were really into her. But then that completely fucking changed. Like right when you bought her that car, that Subaru. I remember you got the Subaru for her. Not that you helped
Yeah, but
her
I
with
know what you're
it.
talking about. Yeah.
And then you got that place You were living in that place in upstate New York.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It got really bad.
Everything got really fucking bad for I just remember you were fucking angry all the time.
Yeah, because it was shitty before that, but fighting. Like, I think it was like such, I remember just coming home. I remember just like
on the couch, like staying away from her. And
no, shit was fucking, I can't even remember. It was so weird. Like, think about it now, like, wow, that's how fucking bad it was. But back to what we were talking about. Like, Joe Rogan just put out an episode with the owner of Twitter or the CEO or whatever. He's like main lawyer, and then this other dude like Tim Pool or so, I don't know, some guy who's not like a weird racist, but I think he's like a right wing guy or whatever, or conservative or whatever it is. And his point he was trying to make was that Twitter will instantaneously ban people, kick people off, whatever. It's all like they're so quick to do it when it's favoring harassment towards the left. But when someone's sitting there like threatening to kill
broads.
I cannot believe that.
I'll get into that too. But when someone threatens to kill a conservative or something, it's like they just missed the banning on those accounts and shit. And that's the point the guy was trying to make. It's like it's not even basically when it comes down to it. When it comes to social media, just normal media, whatever, everything's left. Everything is. Because they're the ones who complain the most. They're the ones who will bring an uproar and force people's jobs to be lost and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's obviously when you're on the extreme of both, it's like people are going to realize like you got to just meet in the middle and just make some sense, But that's what nobody wants to do because there's one side where like for the most part they might be okay, but they think certain things about certain views or whatever, and it's. Oh man, there's just like no common sense anymore is what it is. There's no common sense. It's just, I have to think this way because I'm a part of this group because I said it on fucking Facebook yesterday. And it's fucking stupid. And that's what it comes down to. And that's why I think Donald Trump's an idiot. There's no way I was voting for that fucking cunt Hillary Clinton though either. There was no fucking way. No. I talked so much more shit about her when that election was going on than I did Donald Trump. But every time somebody asks me about Donald Trump, I'm like, I'm not voting for that moron.
If Donald Trump could just stay off Twitter and stop saying some of the dumb
He was a reality TV star that cannot present himself like a fucking adult, dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for trolling and being an asshole. It's all hilarious. And I get when Keith's like, dude, it's fucking hilarious. I don't want my president to be hilarious. I want him to fucking...
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, I thought Obama was a great guy, but guess what? Obamacare completely fucked my life. Like, I'm not talking about whether I liked Obama or whether I voted for him or this and that. I'm talking about Obamacare existing and then all of a sudden, healthcare being the worst thing on the planet. My healthcare is more than my mortgage for me and my daughter. Haven't done that in a while. Seriously.
Healthcare is more than your mortgage?
My health care for me and my daughter is more than my fucking mortgage a month.
No wonder you're
And it's not that expensive at all. Like, I'm like, oh, wow, this is all I'm paying for me and my daughter? Great. Fucking stupid. It's insane what Obama... And I think the idea of what he had was supposed to be fucking great. You know what I mean? Like, it just... All it did was just skyrocket the price of... That's all it did. And like I said, I don't give a shit about politics. I just get out and vote because the less we vote, the more and more someone else is going to take control, and then we lose it. Even though nobody fucking votes anyway, that's direct, like me experiencing it.
People don't vote because they feel like their vote doesn't matter.
No, that shit's fake, bro. Bernie Sanders will go out and vote. You fuck. Great Joe Rogan joke.
Bernie Sanders, another waste of fucking time. He just takes votes away.
202 years old.
Yeah, so. He takes, he takes votes away from the Democrats. But I don't Democrat, Republican, whatever. But
real talk though. I hate talking about politics. And you guys,
he does.
You guys can rant about it if you want.
We don't have much time left though. It is like 2 hours.
You like sports?
I used to be much more into sports than I am now. I'm a big hockey fan, baseball. Baseball and hockey were probably the sports that I followed the most. I followed football, of course. I was unfortunately a Jets fan my entire life.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love the Jets. I always did.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to get into it, we have a big day on Monday coming up. That's we can talk about something else. Let's.
What's Monday?
Free agency negotiations start. So basically, the
Case Keenum went to the Redskins. Look at some free agency shit happened.
Well, some trades can still happen. People can't sign free agents until Wednesday, but Monday at 4 is when it opens up negotiations. So basically, you're going to have all the deals Monday, and they'll be finalized on Wednesday.
Antonio Brown almost became a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, and which is funny because they said, "Oh, he's going to Buffalo." You know that deal was done, and by the way, it's not Antonio Brown; it's Mr. Big Chest. That's what he calls himself.
Yeah, our apologies. Sorry,
Big
Antonio.
Chest.
He calls himself Mr. Big Chest.
Sorry, Mr.
What
Big.
did he do? What was the big thing that just happened with him?
He just started being a cunt. He didn't want to be in the Steelers anymore. He was just pissed off about what was
and he was
going on.
talking shit about about Ben
Well, yeah, I
Roethlisberger,
think
right?
I think Ben is such a big cunt,
Yeah.
but
big
no one's
rapey
talking
cunt.
about as much.
Yeah. Yeah, big raper.
So Antonio Brown
So he's a
was,
football player.
was sick of it, and then
So pretty much he plays football.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I love football, but they're all a
Yeah.
bunch of women beating rapists, pretty much.
It can definitely be a very entertaining game to watch, but they are a majority.
It's my favorite sport, 1,000%.
Animals,
It's like the
yeah.
only sport that I can actually be knowledgeable about just about every team. Like baseball,
you
forget
guys
about it.
know,
I love the
there's
Yankees.
so many teams of baseball.
So many players, so many teams.
I like baseball. It's been close every year.
Yeah.
I do like baseball better than football. It's my favorite sport.
Yeah, I definitely prefer baseball, and I follow it a hell of a lot more. But when your team is a constant fucking joke in football, it just kind of makes it hard to give a shit. I tried to get into it a little bit this year with Sam Darnold, and I tried to watch more, but you know, that fucking Todd Bowles
Well, now he's gone. The Jets have all that fucking money.
But then they
and-
hire this guy in the first
Crazy
fucking
eyes.
interview. He does.
Dude,
The
that
dude looks
taco.
like he's tripping. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So here's what. Or, Fudge, you want to say something before I switch subjects here?
I was just going to say, Case Keenum went to the Redskins, so that's... I mean, the Broncos... you would really prefer Flacco over Keenum?
Yeah, of course. Flacco's been proven for so many years. Keenum had one good year with the Vikings. He goes to Broncos, who are still a good. They're not as good of a team as the.
I think they're a better team than their record shows.
Yeah, but they're
only
not as
won
good as a
5.
team as the Vikings were. And he
Oh, nowhere near it.
wasn't good. So like it's just a weird thing with him. And he only had that one good year with them. It was a great year. But like, what happened? You know,
It's just, I don't know, like they're... I don't know why Elway keeps doing what he's doing, man. It's weird. It's like you already grabbed Keenum for like 2 years, trying to draft somebody.
Right.
Like, why are you trying to grab a Flacco? Like, what do you like? You know what I mean? Like, grabbing a Peyton Manning is one thing. Grabbing a Keenum is another. After he had that really successful year, you're trying to catch that lightning in the bottle, whatever. But like a declining Flacco, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
The fucking Ravens defense won that fucking Super Bowl, dude. Like, but I don't know. People make the same case about the fucking Eli. So
what happened to that kid that was like decent for the Broncos, that Brock Osweiler, and then they got rid of him? Is he still?
fucking Houston's dumb ass paid him like paid him like 17 mil a year, and this was like, I remember when they did that, I was like, 17 mil for Brock Osweiler.
They paid him 17
for a 3-year deal for 17 mil a year, and he was now 17 mil for a quarterback now is almost like, even if he sucks, he's getting 17 mil. It's like kind of normal.
Right.
When they did this, what was this, like 4 or 5 years ago? Brock Osweiler
Not
was like
that long ago, but yeah.
I remember hearing that deal, and I was like, Houston Texans are fucking morons. And it was literally, I don't even think he started the whole year.
Their window is closed. Clowney's a fucking free agent. Well, no, I think they franchised him.
They franchised Clowney. Watt's still there. Deshaun Watson's a fucking killer quarterback, and as long as he can not get hurt, he's going to be good. It's just their offensive line is probably the worst, if not one of the worst in the fucking league. Really. They need a bit of a better running back. What's his name is pretty decent, but they got that fucking DeAndre Hopkins,
Monday,
top 3, dude.
Fucking Monday, dude. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, it's going to be fun listening to the radio, hearing all the signings and
The
shit.
Jets have $100 million cap room. Over 100.
You guys better not fuck that up, man.
I'm literally going to have the TV going on, probably ESPN, as much as I hate them, but you know, I'll have ESPN or NFL on TV.
Would you prefer Jordan Howard over Bell because of the fact that it'd probably be way less money? Jordy Howard's good, and he's young. He's young.
No, I agree. I for sure. I still wish we would have signed fucking what's his name from the Chiefs. But
Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Kareem Hunt is.
But that's fine. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know.
Dude, the Browns are gonna be sick this year, dude.
Yeah, I can't
Picking
wait.
up Vernon. They got fucking Kareem Hunt now.
Can't wait, dude.
And don't the Browns have like a really, really good? Isn't that guy Chubb like a really great running back too?
They have
Browns are gonna be fucking sick, dude.
They should be. They've been on that edge. Just fucking edge.
But what's his name? Fucking.
It's like a dude jerking off. They're just not getting
can't
close.
just come,
and then
just can't come.
If they just put some baby powder on there, you know,
Yeah,
fucking-
one extra toe in there and just get the climax.
Toe in the
going.
mouth and a couple of sprinkles of baby powder. All done.
So let me. There's got to be a good Lowe's story.
Lowe's?
Is there a Lowe's story we could talk about? That's fucking hysterical. That is.
I think a lot of them are Joe telling his hysterical stories in Lowe's.
I mean, there was the time this crazy lady walked in, and I mean, this is a short story. You remember Jerry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's fucking bitch ass woman comes in, and she's being a cunt to everybody. And finally, Jerry's like, "What do you need, ma'am?" She's like, "I need you to take me around to get all the things that I need." And he looks at her and he goes, "What do you think this is, fucking Nordstrom's?" And he walks away.
He got away with that, huh?
No, she freaked out, and she comes
Dude,
over to
Jerry.
me and she's demanding that I help her. And I'm like, I was at the millwork desk. It was before I was like the department manager there. And actually, you didn't work there yet. Yeah, you didn't work there yet when this happened.
Was this Nordstrom's?
What is this, fucking Nordstrom's? And I got a line of people because everyone called out. I was alone on a Saturday. I have a line of people waiting for me to help them with shit on the computer. And she's like demanding that I fucking leave and walk her around and help her.
What she
wanted like a couple of products that her contractor sent her there to get, and she didn't know where they were. So,
But
then
she
she's
wanted
like,
someone to tiptoe around.
she wanted
with her
someone to walk around with her and get the product and put it in her shelf, in her cart or whatever. And she's like, "And call a manager. Call a fucking manager." I was like, "No problem." So I called Luigi. And Luigi comes over.
So what's going on over here? Oh my God!
He had the horrible dentures. Like literally, you'd be talking
made
to
out
him,
of wood.
and they would fucking come out of his mouth. You know. And he comes over, and she's like,
That's what that was. Those were dentures that were.
Yeah. He had a lisp too, but he had horrible dentures on top of
You
it.
have a lisp and dentures. You're
dentures.
not doing good then.
Yeah.
You should be working fucking human relations, right?
Dude,
Oh my God.
remember every time we lived in something? Oh, sir, I'm gonna help you. Ready? Let's go. Ready? Hey.
And he's like, she's yelling at him, "I want that guy fired." And he's like, "Ma'am, how we deal with our associates is how we deal with our associates. How can I help you right now, you know?" And I don't know. He left and walked away with her and, did whatever he had to do to
Need some
get rid of
screws,
her.
man. What's your name? Sally? Sally needs some screws. Go down in aisle 16, Sally. We'll get some screws.
Dude, you know what the thing is, like working at customer service, like people are fucking stupid or selfish, and you can't tell the fine line between that.
You know what it is? Some people just know that if you're just a cunt, you're just gonna get whatever you want because it's it's just fucking retail. It's just the way it is. If you just go and complain enough, and you just keep bitching and bitching and bitching, they're gonna give you exactly what you want.
Dude, I had a customer tonight, and we had an hour and a half wait at the door, which means the restaurant's filled, the bar is filled. Listen, the next table is an hour and a half out. We'll put you down on the list. We'll call you, blah, 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 whatever. This table sits down, not the table I was waiting. Just saying how busy we were tonight. This table's sitting down. They order a couple appetizers. They got like a nacho or whatever the fuck they got.
Officially 3 a.m., boys. I'm upset.
Yeah, but it's not
hour.
really though. It's really 2 a.m.
Yeah,
right?
but when my baby starts fucking screaming tomorrow morning, it's gonna be
Your baby
an hour
don't know
later.
that the times change.
Oh, she'll figure it out.
She's gonna.
They
learn
didn't cut
quick.
that shit, by the way. can we just have a time? Because now for 6 months, my fucking car has to be an hour ahead. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking changing. I'm fighting it.
I had to change it. I'm way too anal retentive. I'm such a cunt when it comes to that shit.
So this table, it's clearly a insanely busy restaurant. And you have you ever been to Crow's?
He hasn't.
It's not a big restaurant. So
No, I have not.
when it's
Sick food.
when it's busy, like there's people everywhere. This table complains that their apps took 15 minutes,
Oh my God.
which I guess, it's
But that's not really too bad, I don't think. 15 fucking minutes.
Especially in an insanely busy restaurant, dude. That's
not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
So from the time they ordered it, it took 15 minutes to get to the table.
All right, well, I can't say it's maybe a little bit more.
20 minutes.
My ticket time from when they started complaining was 15 minutes. And that's when I was going out. So maybe it was a little bit like 20 minutes, which is still, it's a long time for an app, but still there's whatever.
It is.
Yeah. Like, drink your beer and talk
You're
to
at a
each
fucking
other.
restaurant.
You
Yeah, isn't it a
fucking
night
idiots.
out?
If we're going in like a half an hour, then I still wouldn't say
Yeah,
anything.
half an hour
But
might be-
that's like, all right, man, Jesus Christ, I'm starving here. But, like
if
15,
you're out
20.
and you're having drinks and you're talking, 15 minutes shouldn't
That's
even register.
the point of going out. You want to
Yeah.
drink, you want to talk, you want to hang out, you eat, enjoy your stuff, whatever.
So
So the one food server comes. She's like, "How's table 7 looking for the app?" So I was like, "Well, it's been like 10 minutes." She's like, "Yeah, they're really complaining." Like freaking out they didn't get their food. So we get the apps out. 5 minutes go by. Apparently they devour their food. So they literally must have been starving, I guess. Where's table 7's entrees? I'm like, their apps just went out. They're on the grill. What do you want? She's like, I'm not yelling at her like that. I'm just like, like, what's going on? She's like, they're really just fucking giving us a lot of shit, like requesting free drinks, fuck all this shit because their entrees aren't out yet. I was
it's
like,
just those kind of people.
I just looked at the food server. I was like, I'm so happy I don't work out front.
Yeah.
Like, people are fucking stupid, man.
They're scumbags.
Use some
is what
common
they are.
sense.
People are fucking scumbags. People like that.
You
deserve-
never fuck with people making your food, dude. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
Not that you guys would do something, but there's going to be a restaurant you're going to go to that someone's going to fucking take a
yeah,
shit in your
someone's
food, you
gonna
dumb
fuck their
cunt.
ass with
people
the
are
pancake.
dumb. Like,
Try that shit in Applebee's. That guy gets like fucking $12.50 to do like a fucking 20-something an hour dollar job, dude. Like,
you're like, people are, wow, how dumb are you? These people.
People are really inconsiderate scumbags. Like
Yeah,
there was
hate
a
it.
guy. There was a
Inconsiderate's
guy.
the best word.
Yeah,
Like-
they're just
Think of other people.
hateful.
Like, they're like,
now someone else's food is taking even longer because
Yeah.
you got to get yours first because
No,
you're being
they
a
don't
fucking
care.
cunt.
They don't care. This fucking fat idiot that. So I worked at the. When I was assistant store manager for Lowe's, I was in Chester, New York, right? So one day, I get a call from this customer, and he's fucking yelling and screaming about his sheetrock delivery, and the guy won't. He better carry it into the fucking house and blah, blah, blah. And we just switched over to the third-party delivery company at that point. So I wasn't sure it was
Oh,
going to
Lowe's
happen.
delivery changed? What happened?
Well, the one in Chester, when I got there, had Lowe's employees did delivery, not XPO like in Butler.
Okay.
But then that market changed to XPO. And it was a shit show. So anyway, this guy used that as a tool to complain and try to get some free sheetrock. So me being the type of person that I was, when he called 2 hours before his delivery complaining that the guy better carry it in,
right.
I said, listen, when the guy gets to your house, if he won't carry in your sheetrock, call me. I'll show up at your house because the guy lived around the corner. I'll show up at your house with somebody and carry it into your house for you. It's literally 7 sheets of sheetrock. So he calls me. And
Sheetrock, too, by the way.
Yeah, sheetrock.
Not fucking
Pounds
of tile or fucking.
Meanwhile, this motherfucker is like 6'2", 250 pounds. Carry the fucking sheetrock yourself, you fat fuck. But anyway, he calls me complaining that the guy won't carry it in, yelling and screaming. Yelling and screaming, not just talking, yelling and screaming. So I leave and I go there. When I get there, the delivery guy's carrying the sheetrock in the house. I said, Tony, why am I here? He goes, oh, it turned out he was going to carry it in. I said, I don't understand. When you called me, you were yelling and screaming, like really out of control. I assumed that it was known that he wasn't going to carry it in, and he had left your home.
He's still there.
So you called me and you were yelling at me that he wasn't going to carry the sheetrock in before he even got out of the truck?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Clearly. Well, he's trying to get free shit.
And I said, all right, Tony, well, I'm glad that everything's going good for you. I'll see you later. So every day, that guy would come into the store and he'd yell and scream, right? Yelling and screaming, causing a shit show, wanting something for free. Oh, God.
Where do they make these people?
Calling one of the cashiers that worked down at the pro desk was straight, but her hair was short and it was dyed pink, and she wore, some clothes that maybe might think
a little bit mannish.
A fat idiot might think that she was gay. So he would say horrible things to her and then leave. Okay? So then another day he comes in and he's doing a return on this side of customer service. On this side of customer service, Tom Optoff, I got him promoted to assistant store manager.
Yeah, he's actually still working there, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. So anyway, he's over here dealing with this customer, and the girl that was working behind customer service fucked up and put the lady's return on a gift card. And the lady wanted cash. And they couldn't figure out how to get it done, because once it's on a gift card, how do you redeem it for cash?
Yeah.
Okay. This fat idiot is on this side yelling and screaming at the girl, you're a fucking moron, you can't just give her back cash, blah, 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 yelling at her, right? So somebody calls me.
It's not even his thing.
Not
He's
even
just
his fucking transaction.
Just being a douche.
Just being a douche. So somebody calls me and says, you better come to customer service. This fucking guy Tony's here again, and he's causing a scene. And he's getting out of control. And this was towards the end of me being able to deal with these people like this.
Right.
So I said, all right, no problem. So I got down there, and I'm standing in the back, and I'm watching what's going on so I could see the full scene of what's happening. And he's being a fucking idiot, and Tom is like, kind of like he doesn't know what to do, you know what I mean? So I walk in and I go, Tony, stop yelling. And I go over to the other register. I take $50 out. I give it to the customer. I'm like, here's your $50. Sorry about the confusion. Give me the gift card. Thank you. Have a nice day. I said, Tony, let's go outside. So we go outside in front of the store. I said, Tony, I don't know what your fucking problem is. I've had multiple conversations with you. I always try to help you. Every time you come into this store, you do nothing but offend people. You're a fucking scumbag. And I said, if you do this one more time, if I hear one fucking thing, I'm going to have you banned from the store. And the next time you come in, I will call a cop and have you fucking removed. And he starts yelling, I'm a fireman. I have PTSD. I go, Tony, you're a volunteer fireman for the Warwick Fire Department. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like,
never dealt with a fire in his life.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? You have PTSD from what? He's trying to claim it's from 9/11.
From sheetrock.
From 9/11, he has PTSD. And he's a fireman. And I go, but you're a fireman in Warwick. What does that have to do with PTSD? I'm like, everybody's got PTSD from 9/11. I watched that shit live. Yeah, it affected me. What the fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with you being a scumbag?
Where are they? I want to know who makes these people.
Yeah.
Like, where are the people making these people?
Yeah, this is why I couldn't work in Lowe's anymore, because I was going to fucking kill someone.
Dude.
Horrifying. And the people at the restaurant, I might have taken my balls out at the table.
Dude, as a bartender, there's so many times where I've literally been like, they're like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, let me go in the back and check. I'll just go in the cooler, just go, all right, don't kill him.
Yeah.
Don't start spraying beer in his face and call him a faggot. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
There was one or two times at Lowe's that I actually just like left the customer service motif and was just like, listen, dude, like this one guy, like his kid fucking trashed a mailbox. And this is when I worked in whatchamacallit, in millwork, but hardware was right there.
Yeah.
This guy was looking for somebody to help him for the mailbox. He's like, so call my kid fucking knocked over a mailbox. Let me find a mailbox. I need to try to find this exact one. I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. We'll go through it. We'll check the mailboxes. We'll see whatever we got. So we're going through, and I'm like on a fucking ladder, and I'm on like my 5th or 6th mailbox, showing a mailbox. Oh, it's not fucking it. That's not it. Fucking put it back. And he's yelling at me. And at a certain point, I was like, sir, stop yelling at me. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
If you don't want my help anymore, I'm putting the mailbox back and you find your own fucking mailbox.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm like, oh, now you're joking? You fucking faggot.
Yeah,
Find your own fucking mailbox, you cocksucker.
There were people like, and I think you'll attest to this, like, some people might call me a fag, like how much I enjoyed helping people that needed help and were so appreciative that you were helping them.
Oh, it was nice to take some pride in your job and actually help somebody who wasn't a scumbag. I was the same way.
Yeah, there were times like old ladies came into the store, and I literally went to their house.
Yeah.
And
I told my girlfriend that story the other day about that old woman reminding you of your grandma.
Yeah, it made me fucking crazy. But it's human nature, right? Like, what is wrong with people? Yeah. Like, what the fuck happened to you?
The funny part is
PTSD, dude. Warwick Fire Department. Volunteer.
Having a weed whack the front of that building is traumatic. Fucking traumatic.
Yeah, I was weed whacking and then 9/11 happened and then all of a sudden.
What the fuck? This fucking guy.
People are fucking so stupid, man.
So stupid. Horrible.
They're like, I understand if you go to like a low or like what was it was actually Lowe's that they're upstairs. They really fucked us. Like they fucked the whole thing up, right?
What, doing the floor or something?
Yeah.
Was it Lowe's or Home Depot?
It was Lowe's.
It was Lowe's that fucked
Home
up.
Depot was downstairs. Lowe's was up here.
Yeah, because the guy got sent to it by himself and shit,
Yeah,
right?
and they really fucked us on that.
It was bad. He showed me it when I came over.
Yeah.
It was all, I was
What did
like...
they do, a carpet?
No, they did all the flooring outside.
Flooring.
Oh, okay.
And it was really fucked. And, they got fixed or whatever, but we never fucking, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I want it for free now.
I want it for free. Like, yeah, we complained or whatever, but we just want it done, right?
Just fix it. Yeah.
But dude, there's people that are like, oh, I hope they fuck up so I could just fucking rub my dick in baby powder and fucking complain.
No, there are customers that are so moronic, but they can be because of the way the system works, that the installer would show up at the customer. You've heard the stories before where the installer will show up at the customer's house and the customer will be bragging to the installer, watch, I'm going to get 50% off of this fucking install. You watch, wait and see. I'm going to call them. I'm going to make up all kinds of shit and they're going to give me money to shut up. And sure enough, they kept complaining until somebody like John Johnson or Ted or Brad just didn't want to fucking hear it anymore and said, here's 30% off. Just get out of my fucking life.
Yeah.
And those are people that fucking try and have a kid and comes out dead. That's what karma comes.
So dead. Oh my God.
They give birth to a stillborn.
I'm just saying, yeah.
That's only funny because my baby did not come out dead.
And now, please stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't laugh at that anymore because I definitely want more kids. So,
did I tell you guys a ticket? Actually, my karma came back to bit me for once.
You got a ticket?
Yeah. So finally, karma. I've been going to karma.
You don't even drive drunk. What could you possibly have gotten a ticket for?
So here's my thing. I'm pretty good with
Not
karma.
that I do.
I'm very friendly to people. I'm always super nice, and I feel like my karma is up here, right?
Except me.
I'm
He's
good
not.
to go. Well, yeah,
not
you
nice
fuck off, you. But karma finally hit me in a long time. It's been a very long time, and so there's a lot that we all park in. It's owned by a specific place, but we've parked there for years. 13 years I've been at my restaurant, and they finally started closing it down for reasons I don't want to get into. It will take too long, but they would close this lot on certain days. So the poor security guard, this poor fucking slob, had to deal with all the pissed off people that could not park there. Me being one of them. So I give the guy shit. He's like, you can't park here. I'm like, I'm giving him shit, right? So I leave. I end up getting a pass to park there. Instead of going, hey man, here's my pass. I'm going to park here. I drive about halfway through the parking lot. Make him walk all the way the fuck up to me. He's like, hey man, I know you're not, you can't park here. I was like, nope, I'm good. He's like, or you could just show me. You didn't have to make me walk all the way up here.
You were being a cunt.
Being a complete cunt to this guy.
Yeah.
At least he's admitting it. It's first step.
Yeah.
So
He realized.
and to the point like where I had a lot of people giving this guy shit because it's not his fault, but he's there, so fuck him, right?
Somebody's going to pay. Yeah.
So the other day, I pull in, and this whole thing's been lifted or whatever. So I pull in, it's the same security guard, and there's a Sparta police officer there. So I drive by them. I park in the spot I have to go to. All of a sudden, boo, lights are on. So in my head, and I have FLP, PBA cards I could hand out, but I'm thinking it has something to do with the parking, so I don't pull them out because I'm not going to waste one, right?
Yeah.
So the guy goes, "Hey man, do you know why I'm pulling you over?" I was like, "Well, I didn't know you were pulling me over, but sure. What's going on?" He's like, "Well, your inspection's overdue," which it was. It was due in October. No idea. I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention. So I'm like,
Yeah, it's only in direct line of sight every day you drive to work.
well, it's not direct line.
No, it's very
Is it,
direct.
can you see it? Is it both ways? Can you see it?
You could see through it, I think.
1,000%.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not even peripheral. It's right there in front of your face.
Whatever. I don't pay attention. So
Clearly.
So I get a ticket for that, which I accept. So being another,
As if you had a choice to not accept it. Sorry, officer, I'm not accepting that ticket.
well, here's
This
the
is
thing.
not
if,
true.
If I pull all the PBA cards, FLP cards out, I've been fine. So he's giving me shit about that. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm really in trouble, but I can't pull my cards out because he already asked for my registration, all this shit, my license. I didn't think I was in trouble, so I didn't pull them out. So me being an asshole again, not my inspection. That's what I got pulled over for. My registration and my insurance card came in, not in my car. Oh, fuck. They're here. Right?
You got to pay attention to that, bro.
Yeah. No, well, I don't. Well, Kristen's been telling me for 2 months since I found them, put these in your car. I'm like, definitely, whatever, right? So I don't have them. This guy's told tool bad, by the way, the cop. So, So I'm like, listen, dude, I don't have them. Sorry. He's like, well, we're going to have to tow your car, blah, blah, blah. He's giving me shit. And Kristen shows up like a bat out of hell with the insurance on the phone or whatever. So my car didn't get towed. Even though on the computer, they could see like, oh, everything. Keith Bowman, blah, blah. Oh, registration, yeah, he has it. Insurance, he has it. But he
Didn't have the little card.
Doesn't have the fucking little card. Right? I got $300 worth of tickets. Right before I worked a 12-hour double.
You should be, if you go to the court with like all your stuff and like proof and all your documentation proving that you actually were registered and insured, they might be just cool, especially because you probably have a clear license. They'll probably take it all away and just make you pay a court fee. So definitely, go to the court case and fucking go, and the judge will probably not be a cocksucker. Be like, oh, you have a clean license, okay? You just didn't have your documentation on you. All right, they're gonna. I mean,
I don't even understand.
What's more
how they could
expensive,
write you a ticket.
losing like a few hours of work to go to court, or $300? Think about it.
Yeah. To me,
you go to court, they knock it down. It's like the whole point of going to court.
Yeah, but you know what? This is I'm taking this as my karma sentence. I was a dictat security guard, and I got this. So I'm taking it, I think. You know?
Taking a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
For karma.
Yeah.
I
I believe in karma 100%.
You're paying it back.
It's like one of the only things I actually do truly believe in, like 100%.
I was such a dick to this guy.
You should get
and
some
I got
good
a ticket
stuff
for
if
it.
you're a good guy.
So.
You say it's weird how we think it exists, but we constantly see good people that deserve good karma just get shit on all the time, though.
Yeah.
What's with that?
Yeah, but in your life, have you ever like done something bad and then came back to hurt you, and you were like, "Yep, I get." Or you done something good and something good comes back to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen people that fucked me over get like fucked over even like 8-10 years later, and I'm like, "That's right, you fucking son of a bitch."
I'll never forget the first time I finally believed in karma. I was driving home from Crows, and I was in 2000. I don't know, what was my first Honda Civic? It's like a 2000 Honda Civic. No, not even. No, a 98 Civic. Blue 98 4-door Civic. You remember that bad boy?
I know.
And I was driving home in it. And I was going like fucking 5 miles per hour. And we had probably 3 or 4 inches on the road. And it was snowing. And this guy behind me had like a T-Bird, like a 98 T-Bird or some shit. It's like up my ass. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, what are you doing? You're not even in a truck. If you were a truck, I would get it, you know? Yeah. So I pull over. He goes past me.
That makes me even more angry, though. Don't even get me started on dudes and trucks and snow.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking driving like jackoffs.
They get mad at you. Like, just because you don't have a big, gigantic truck with 4-wheel drive and you're trying to, like, get home alive. Like, sorry, dude. Sorry, in the blizzard of 2019, you need to fucking get somewhere early. Like, fuck off, faggot.
I'm not
like,
doing 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. So I pull over. This guy passes me. Literally 2 miles up the road, maybe mile and a half mile. This dude is fucking 40 yards off to the left in a field. There's cop cars already, because that's how slow I'm going. He slid the fuck off the road so hard. Car totaled. Cop cars everywhere. And I just drove by like, ha ha.
I've never gotten to get... I've unfortunately never had to get that one. Like the someone who's a cocksucker passing whatever it is, and then like down the road see him.
Over or
or maybe pulled over. Maybe I've seen that, but never the crash though. But I've always... I don't want to say wished it, but I've always been like just ready to see it. Like, well, that's what you get for being a dumb fucking asshole. Just because you have a truck doesn't mean a foot of snow isn't still terrible to drive in.
If you have a truck, you can go in the snow. Your car will start. Car will drive. Ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Four-wheel drive ain't gonna stop your car.
Yeah.
4 wheels slide just like 2 wheels.
Actually, now that I think about it, I remember I was dating this girl in West Milford, and I got kicked out during a snowstorm because I couldn't stay there or whatever. So I drove my car, and I actually was on Route 23.
Wow, her parents made you fucking drive out in a snowstorm?
Her dad did, yeah.
Sleep on the couch.
I was. Yeah, I got woken up from sleeping on the couch by myself. Like, you have to go. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, whatever. Well, I won't get into a whole thing about that, but so I'm like, fuck it, all right.
Dude, what a...
Yeah.
Has he died from cancer or something recently, maybe?
Maybe. He was John's fan, so probably. So
deserves it.
So I'm driving home. I was literally on Route 23. My Honda did a complete 360. I was like...
Just spinning like, no trees. So far, no trees. This okay?
Yeah, it was literally like, thank God there's no cars. And I just spun, dude. It was intense, right? So I kept going. I'm like, all right, now I'm real. And I was going slow. I was going like 20 miles per hour. And I'm like, now I'm shaking. My heart's up like I'm doing coke, which I wasn't at the time. And I'm like, all right, now I'm really going slow. Like, I'm going like 5 miles per hour down 23. Like, I'm really like, oh, I just hope I make it.
Yeah. That guy's a cunt, man.
Yeah. He really was. He was a douche. So, a truck starts fucking getting on my ass. First of all, there's 2 lanes. It's Route 23. And we get to, you remember that deli by your old house in Stockholm?
Yeah, the one that should have been 24 hours, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So we're getting like right before that. This guy's on my ass. I'm like, just fucking pass me. This guy's on my ass. So, where was that tunnel before Greg's? You remember Greg?
Oh, Vincenzo.
Yeah, that restaurant there.
Yeah.
So there was that tunnel to the right?
Canister Road.
Yeah. So right there, this guy's like, fuck it. He finally gets in front of me and speeds up, dude, and just goes fishtails and crashes right into a fucking pole in a truck, like in like a fucking truck. I was like, see ya.
You had to experience that twice? Fuck,
yeah,
man,
twice,
you're so
dude.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I wish.
I know it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's
I never got to see that.
I just don't get. There's just certain people that just think certain things about automobiles that just don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
like-
heard?
The same people getting pissed about appetizers taking 5 minutes.
Yeah. I did. Have you guys ever heard that the worst thing to do is in the rain to drive with your cruise control on? Because you
I never
will
use cruise
almost
control, but-
guaranteed hydroplane.
Really? I've never used cruise control.
Well, it makes sense because when you
I hardly
think about
ever
it, you
did,
hit the
but I got a
puddle,
new car.
hit the
and
puddle,
I've
the
been
tires are going to try to
using it.
keep spinning. Yeah, that makes
Exactly.
sense.
Stupid people would not know that, like me. I don't know. I never thought. It never occurred to me.
So what cruise control is what? When you're on the gas, it doesn't go over that?
You
or it
set,
doesn't
you set
go
a speed
under...
that you want to travel at, and so you
It
set
does it
at
for you. You
50.
feel your gas pedal actually move on its
Yeah.
own.
So you set it at 50, and then you start going uphill. So you drop down to 47. The car accelerates back up to 50 without you.
The second you tap the brake, it shuts it
It
off.
shuts off.
Gotcha. Because I've only had cruise control in my car I have now, but it's a stick. So
Yeah, you're not gonna.
You can. Well, you would use it when you're cruising on like
On the
80,
highway,
going
and
to
you just
fucking
wanna stay
going
at
west
65,
or
yeah.
yeah. It's a nice feature to have every now and then, but even like I don't know. I like to drive my car, man. The backup camera is pretty nice, just for like when you're backing into a parking space and stuff. But like, I know how to use like my rear view mirrors and shit. Like I know how to drive. I want to control my car. I want to not hit other cars and other people and parallel park and drive it, and fucking everybody in it gets home safe and everybody around me goes home
Well,
safe.
that's
Like,
nice of you.
I think.
people like they got cars parking for them now, and pretty soon it's gonna be like
I think
fucking time
cruise
copping.
control, like if you're on a long
Time cop is
drive,
good,
you
man.
Oh, yeah.
falling asleep.
That was Van Damme.
No,
right?
yeah, it's
It could be
it's what-
dangerous.
You don't remember the beginning of Time Cop when he's in that car? He's like, "Oh, home," right? And then the fucking car
Is
just
that the
drives.
movie when he gets into an accident, the foam takes over the car?
No, that's iRobot. That's Will Smith, isn't it?
No, it's back in the day.
Will Van Damme?
Yeah, well, Van Damme was... Wait,
Or maybe it was Tom Cruise in that Minority Report. No.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Help me.
Time... what movie were we talking about?
Time Cop. Are you talking
Time
about
Cop.
Time
Judge
Cop.
Dredd?
Who was the...
Oh, Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone.
It was Stallone.
Yeah, it could have been Judge Dredd.
Dude, Judge Dredd was a fucking dope movie, dude. Wesley Snipes with that weird ass hair and shit. I don't remember it at all, though. I got
Armand Asante. You know, Armand Asante lives in Warwick, New York. He shops at the Lowe's in Chester all the time. Like, I had like 2 conversations with him.
which person is that? Because I don't remember.
He's the bad guy in Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. I was just in the middle of saying that it was so long ago when I saw that movie, probably in theaters.
He played Christopher Columbus, too.
Well, didn't he do something to a bunch of Indians or something?
Probably right.
Do we still teach fucking Christopher Columbus nowadays?
Who knows?
I can picture it not being taught.
They might have tried to rewrite that part of history or whatever.
I mean, because think about it. They talked about it, right? They talked about that part of history, just left out all like the pillaging and raping and
Yeah, pretty much.
Were you
Yes,
going to
just-
teach a fucking...
And he never even landed in
10-year-old
America
raping.
either. Like, supposedly, he was like in the Bahamas or some shit.
He should have stayed there, man.
Yeah, well, he did
Bahamas
for a
still.
long time.
I mean, the people there are fucking lazy, and that's not racist.
That's where he did all of his raping. Was
It's
the
not
Bahamas.
racist. You laugh. It's not racist.
What?
The Bahamas. The people there are fucking lazy.
you're gonna say your sentence right, but you're like the Bahamas. They aren't racist. That's not what you're trying to say.
I was saying Fudge was racist for laughing. They're
That's
lazy
not what you're
as fuck
saying
there.
either. You said you were like people in the
He's
Bahamas
saying-
are lazy,
Yes.
and you're like, and that's not racism. They're
Bahamians
just
are by
lazy.
far not Jamaicans. Jamaicans like to work. They work 3 jobs.
Bro, I've been
Smoke mad
to,
weed.
I've been to all over the Caribbean.
Boom and a clop.
Fucking Bahamas, dude. So every Caribbean island I've been to, when you tip a little bit, you get so much more, like way more
yeah.
than expected. The Bahamas, dude. The first time I was like, all right, let's find my guy. Right, we got 3 bars. I'm like, let's find the main bartender, tip him $10 or whatever. Which it's all inclusive, so you don't have to
You
tip
don't
him.
have to, yeah.
But you tip them that money and you're going to get something. Nothing, dude. They just fucking Lazy.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. If you're getting that much of a tip, fucking G up, dude.
Yeah. That's
Be
the
like,
guy
oh.
you're going to go to at the end of the night
Right.
to get 2 bottles of wine to bring back to the room
Right.
without questions.
One of the Rios there's back there. But the point is like, oh, dude, here's $10. Can I get a gin tonic or whatever? They could be like, oh, this guy's wasted, but he's not that guy over there being a complete drunk fool.
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of this guy. No, they're just like, oh, $10, cool. And still waiting. Yeah. Fuck the
retarded.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
No, I've been to the best place I was at was St. Lucia. I was there recently, man. That fucking place is beautiful. We stayed at a Sandals resort. Tipped a couple of guys who just took extra good care of us every fucking day we were there.
What's the thing?
You find them on the first day, give them a little bit of extra.
Settle in.
Your next 6 days are beautiful.
Dude, when we were in Cancun, so we had a beach waiter. So we would tip him, we tipped like $5, whatever the pesos were. Retarded ass currency they have over there, right? Making me do math.
Bunch of coins.
I'm American.
I gotta
Making me do
convert
math.
this shit.
Dude, we had a beach waiter where we just give him $10. Be like, whatever. Dude, we literally roll out to the beach with our drinks because we would obviously stop at the bar on the way there. He'd be like, tequila? And we're like,
Yeah.
it's 8 a.m., I guess.
Yeah.
You just do a tequila, and then 10 minutes later, tequila? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't turn down tequila in Mexico.
No, you can't. That'd be racist.
That's racist.
No racism allowed on this podcast, gentlemen. I'll tell you what.
Just call people broads.
Just
Yeah.
don't call him a broad, dude.
I really can't believe
I
that.
spell it differently now, and they haven't caught on yet.
You were
I like how you're doing that. It's funny.
you were banned from Twitter for a
12
day,
hours.
For 12 hours.
And the way Twitter works is they give you a description on like why or whatever, but it's like some generic bullshit like it's
Yeah, they
the
tell you
hateful harassment
you
by
violated their terms of service.
I think I'm losing it. Maybe the poltergeist, I don't know, is following me around.
Is that thing still a thing?
She was telling me it was slamming on the door the other day, dude.
Oh, come on.
Apparently, her manager heard it over the fucking phone. I was like, baby, sure it wasn't like the door swinging. She's like, it
Joe,
distinctly sounded
do you know about this?
No. I don't
All
know
right,
if I wanna hear it.
Brief recap. Go.
I have a table that like it lifts up and like lifts to you. You can kind of like eat dinner at
the
it.
first one?
No, I'm just trying to get through them because we're at 3 hours. And I would leave it open a lot when I first got it. And it's one of those things like it's got the springs on it and stuff. It's like spring loaded. So like even if you like start to close it, like you need to hold the table and then like fucking put the tabletop back down. You know what I mean? Like there's no way it's really just slamming down by itself. It like slammed down in the middle of the night. And me and Bridget woke up like at 3 a.m. like, what the fuck? Like, this is when she was still pregnant before the baby was born.
Before it dropped.
Yeah, before the baby done dropped. There was another time where I was walking past Jesse texted me to remind me the baker's rack. It's like just like the piece of furniture that's in my kitchen holding like most of my shit. And the cereal was on the very top rack, like on top of the coffee grounds. And the coffee grounds, it was actually leaning towards the wall. Now, when I went there and tried to test it, like jumped around and like, and you could see it moving a little bit, but even if like I was just being a fat fuck, like walking all fat and shit, it would have like at the very least just like
Probably how you walk.
yeah, big time. It just like rolled down the baker's rack, like fucking hitting other shit on its way down, probably open, shoot cereal everywhere. I walked past, right when I walked past, this thing flew past the back of my head and like 3-4 feet out, like near my sink. Like something, like there's no explanation to how the box made it from where it was to like 3-4 feet. Like if me, like the vibration of me walking by somehow made that box, which is definitely a real possibility, it wouldn't have been enough for it to just leap feet this way. You know, it would have rolled down the baker's rack.
Force that made it project. Yeah.
Had my one of those big, like what is like the 2-gallon fucking jugs of laundry detergent on top. Now my fucking, it's like a stand-up washer dryer because it's like a small like thing in the condo. And it could shake and definitely like shit is like falling like behind before or whatever, but the fact that this thing is so big, if it was vibrating and going and getting to the point where it was going to fall off, there's a door there. And that door doesn't have like the latch. It's just a knob on there, but it freely opens and closes, no latch. I was in the kitchen, like working, cleaning shit, whatever. I would have seen the door like slowly opening. Yeah. And all of a sudden it was just like that thing just came off, right off, landed and just fucking, obviously shot detergent everywhere. That shit sucked cleaning, but
some ghost type shit, huh?
Poltergeist. Yeah, he claims poltergeist.
Well, so what's the recent thing that happened? Bridget was like working and her manager.
Working upstairs, she said someone was slamming on the front door like it was the fucking police. She was like, and I think she ignored like the first couple knocks and then it happened again. So she had to tell her manager to hold on.
When did this start happening?
Once Bridget was pregnant, a little after Bridget was pregnant.
You got to move, bro. No, really, you got to move.
Well, nothing real bad has happened yet.
Spirits like to attach themselves to new souls.
The shit, you think it's the baby's fault? Baby has trouble sleeping in the crib, man.
He's got a point. Like you didn't have a ghost poltergeist.
Started happening when there was a new life.
Dude, once the new life was born, right?
Burnt.
You have to move, Dan.
Stop talking, start moving.
Just move.
No, seriously though, like it lines up, right? I'm not gonna tell you to move because I want to.
Well, no, the shit happened.
Set up some cameras at least.
Yeah, well, we do have one in the baby room that I can record if I choose. Like if I wanted to right now, I could hop on my phone and watch. Like we have 2 cameras in there just because we got one from my brother as a hand-me-down, and then one that we got at the baby shower.
So if you choose, dude, you better have that thing on fucking.
Plus the thing, I think I have to record it on my phone. I mean, I have a ton of space on my phone actually, but I don't know how long. But my daughter definitely, she fucking, there's something about her crib, man. She like hates sleeping in it. I mean, it could just be because she's laying
poltergeist,
flat.
Dude.
But she just, I feel like she wakes up like every 10 minutes, like,
dude, the bent neck lady, dude.
Go.
Imagine that.
What now? Why are you bringing that shit up, dude?
I'm just saying, like, if you're a kid,
I gotta walk out in the dark by myself.
I'm just saying, if you're a kid,
you have to stay here in the light.
If you're a kid, you have to deal with that shit. The parents don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, but we're watching. Oh, actually, that's like a 6th thing. The baby monitor that we have, if she starts to cry consistently and like loud enough, the sound pops on and you can hear it.
Right.
Now, you can see her moving around sometimes, but if she doesn't really like, cry loudly or whatever, like the sound won't turn on. You can hear the sound's on because it's like a little bit of a fuzz, whatever. You could tell it's on. Sometimes she's dead asleep, not moving, not making any noise, whatever, and that
comes on.
That sound just pops on. It'll be on for like a minute or 2. Me and Bridget are just we're sitting there. And there's like a static on. Me and Bridget sitting there watching. I'm waiting for the day where I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna have to like man up and run down in that room.
You're never gonna see anything.
You should get one of those.
You won't see anything. It's
spirit
beyond
boxes.
that. It's smarter than you.
You're fucked.
You are, man.
We'll see,
dude. So
you have to move there. I live there. Well, here's the thing though. Now I'll debunk shit if I gotta debunk shit. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, everything's goes.
Yeah.
I've lived there for fucking like over 4 years before Bridget moved in with me, and then now it's our place. So
you gotta let
baby wasn't out yet. The stuff started definitely after she was pregnant. And, sometimes it takes a couple months off, whatever.
You gotta let me in there, man. Me and you just gotta go hard.
It takes a couple months off.
We're gonna drink, and we're gonna fucking call this thing out, and see what's up.
You gotta get one of those things that just basically runs through the spectrum of frequencies, and just the thing that those fags walk around with. That makes and then all of a sudden it's like, get out,
or eat my dick.
Yeah.
No, that thing's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, the spirit box. You gotta get one.
Yeah,
my girlfriend's one of those like very spiritual people. She won't. If you plan to come into the house and like fuck with shit, she like won't even let you in. She's like, nah, he's not coming in here and fucking with this ghost.
I can respectfully. That's a word, right? Respectively.
There you go. Three tries.
3. That was the 3rd. I can walk in there and not be too much of a dick. But I got to call this thing out.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, like we're
It's trying to fuck with.
The Conjuring.
It's trying to fuck with the Fudge family, and I don't accept that. You know.
I appreciate the.
You know.
I mean, do you care or do you just want to get drunk and fuck with a ghost?
Both.
60-40,
No, I care.
50-50.
I care. You know, I actually like Bridget. You know, which is weird because it's very hard for me to like someone who has had a Fudge child. So you know, I like
Only
her.
one.
Baby Fudge.
Only one.
There's a baby. I'm looking after a baby. I'm trying to fight this ghost, the poltergeist off.
What if you make it much worse?
Well, that's, you know, price you pay.
Then you won't even
That's
be
a chance
able
you
to
take.
See, you might have a bigger problem if it attaches itself to you. Even if you move, it's just gonna follow you.
Well, see, I mean, it's too late.
I think we gotta talk shit to this
Poltergeist
fucking
2,
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist 3.
Yeah, those movies suck though, but that's the thing.
Followed him though.
He's got a point.
Wow.
Joey's got a point.
You might have to call Zach Bagans. Come to your house. And
Who's Zach Bagans?
he's a faggot. he's got one of those shows.
I love how you just keep calling the ghost
show.
Yeah,
You know,
He's the faggot.
Yeah.
That's so true, though. It's
dude. Wait, let's set up, dude. What are you doing tomorrow? Jess is coming over. He's doing the stars tomorrow.
I'll be home playing Final Fantasy X.
I'm gonna show up with Jesse,
I hope you don't.
and we get drunk, and we're gonna talk shit.
I'm not gonna answer my phone. I'll lock the door.
No, but we'll keep knocking though.
We'll just keep knocking.
Poltergeist.
Jesse could probably we'll climb up.
Gonna end up with that old scary man at your house from Poltergeist 2. With the old man with the face.
I don't remember the old Poltergeist movies, which I guess is a good thing for me to sleep tonight. So
The first one was the best one, obviously. It always is, but
usually,
Nah, normally
normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, it definitely was.
I gotta take a piss. Let's fucking end this, boys.
yeah, you gotta do your
I gotta
song
go.
real quick.
I got what?
You gotta do your song real quick. It's okay. You're just gonna talk for like 20 seconds twice, and it's done. It's that
I'm
easy.
gonna talk for 20 seconds.
Yeah,
twice.
I'll show you exactly what it is. DJ Spit, fuck off.
4:00 in the morning right now.
Yeah, fucking daylight saving time is a cunt.
I gotta
fuck
be up in
off.
4 hours.
That sucks.
There should be a baby in this ball. OJ is innocent. What's with this angelic dick? Zach Bagans, angelic dick, fag, baby ball, spirit box. I like a suck a toe. Yay. I really enjoy the heel of the toe. Dan, you need to move out of your house. The heel of the toe, the heel of the foot. Poltergeist, the arch. John Lithgow, get in there. Cunt. You fucking faggot, Dan. Bye, cunt.